Mr. Poseidon.
See,
You had quite an adventure yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's Sunday. We're here with the bane of my existence, Poseidon. We got some stories for you, but you're not going to hear them here. You got to check out 2 Drink a Minimum tonight.
Oh,
By the way, 2 Drink a Minimum live tonight at the Bordel, 10 p.m. Tickets are on sale at suzakut.ca. We went through phase 1 of the Poseidon Swingerathon 2020. We did our test run yesterday, and boy, oh boy, was it something. So before I get started with the plugs, Mr. Poseidon, welcome to the show. What do you got to tell everyone?
Hello, loves. How are you?
You just annoy them before they get started.
From East London, bruv.
Disgusting. So 2 Drink Minimum, like I said, live tonight on the YouTube at 10 p.m. You can come and watch us live at the Bordel. Maybe, considering all these rule changes, it might be one of the last times you get to go out and enjoy a live show for a while, because they're thinking of putting us back into lockdown. So I've had a long day, Poseidon. We'll get that in a second. By the way, I have an issue with these COVID tests. We'll talk about it. I think, there might be some fuckery afoot. I'll explain my theory, or what I think is the matter, and then we'll go for that. PantelisComedy.com, Patreon.com/Pantelis. That's where you're going to go get exclusive shows. We had our Jofo podcast on Friday. That's going to be up at some point tomorrow for everyone else, but it was live for all the patrons. Right now, up until the end of this month, we are giving away those Pantelis podcast exclusive keychains for yearly subscribers. So every day we get new yearlies. I keep ordering more keychains. I should have ordered bigger bulk in the beginning. I did not anticipate the demand. All right, so Mr. Poseidon, you ready to get this bitch started?
See.
All right, so where do we begin, dude? I know we're not going to talk about... we're not going to ruin the story of yesterday right now, because we got to talk about it later. We really... I mean, the 2 Drink Minimum fans have been waiting to see what's going to happen with that trial run. I'll just tell you, this guy is... Oof.
I'm a handful.
To say the least, yeah, you're a handful. But they're changing the rules, apparently. I heard we're going to Code Orange.
Yeah.
The one thing I understand is they said bars now, one of the rules is that they're going to have to close at 10. But I don't understand why the time would
Makes
matter.
Difference. Yeah, I thought the same thing, but
is the virus like, oh, I don't stay up late? Or does it only come out at night?
So many questions.
Some stuff, I'm not saying don't try stuff. Just saying it doesn't make any sense. And for the COVID test, this is my thing. I had to take my mother in the morning to take a COVID test. It's the second one that she had to get. It's invasive. You know, she doesn't like that. It's invasive, rather. She doesn't like it. But again, I understand why that's the only way is we have to go through the nose, up behind your fucking head, like it feels it's going to your brain. But why is that the only thing? I thought if this is easily spread, it's in your saliva, it's everywhere. Why would that be the only way that we could test for it?
Yeah, that is a little suspicious.
I thought it's fucking everywhere.
I never thought about that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It can't be the only one.
Technically,
tell me it's one of X. Don't tell me it's the only one. That makes me think you're fucking with me.
Yeah, because technically, the way they made it sound in the beginning, you could technically swab a table.
Way they were saying it, technically.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Anyways, I was wondering about that. I thought it was crazy. But let's check out Gapes in the chat. I saw they wrote that Amelie just got to Montreal. It's going to be her first live show to come watch the whole crew. So she's excited. She drove in here, and she was nervous about the lockdown, but it hasn't happened yet. So everything should be okay for tonight. We got Jess Sorrell all the way from Australia. Jeff is here. Flat Cat is here. Codex is here. Trey Cool, always too cool for school. He's in the chat. Eric Thomas. Codex. Lost Soul. That is a name. That's a cool name. Tom's here. What is that? Kirlian, I like that name. Who else we got here? We got PP Team. The PP Team. Another,
I like that name.
Yeah, there's a couple of them that I really enjoy. So people are jumping on the chat here. And on the Discord. Discord calls are open for all the patrons that want to join in and ask Poseidon or myself any questions. Alrighty. So yeah, I don't know, it feels fucking weird, dude. That shit, like I was thinking about it, I'm like, I don't know, that can't be the only test. Because that's their excuse. No, this is the only... I'm like, this fucking hurts. It's annoying. No, it's the only test.
You think that's how they're planting the chip?
No, that's you already came to me with that theory. That's insane. I'm not saying it's impossible, but that's just too much.
I know, it's a joke,
the amount of people that you would need in on it and not to rat is too much.
Yeah,
it's impossible.
No, I'm just busting balls.
It's just... I just think... I don't know, is it maybe the quickest way? So they could just say it's the quickest way. We just don't want to waste time with blood tests, or they could say that, but instead just bullshitting me like it's the only way. How the fuck is that the only way? That can't be the only way.
Yeah, 2020, yeah. can't be the only way.
it has nothing to do with 2020. It has to do with,
Well, like, I mean, with the advancement in technology that we have.
again, you're saying dumb things. I'm saying because they're saying that it's spread differently. They're not saying that people are eating the inside of the roof of your mouth, right? Not like inside your nostrils. They're saying you're spreading it through your saliva.
Yeah. So technically, you could just spit in a tube and test it.
Exactly. I mean, in tubes, sometimes they test those fucking. They DNA swab people to see if it's their kid just by swabbing their mouth.
I think.
You tell me you could tell if that's his fucking kid through that, but you can't find out if he has fucking COVID.
Or the inside of their cheeks.
Cheek, yeah. Exactly. Anyways, I'm just saying it's.
But about the hours, I heard people say that, but I couldn't find it anywhere online. This one, right?
Yeah. Go on.
Am I tightening it or loosening it?
You're the only person that could tell. I'm pretty sure being you're probably loosening it.
No, I'm tightening it.
Okay.
Yeah, I tightened it. I tightened it.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I couldn't find it anywhere online, but I kept hearing people talk about it that they're going to close earlier, bars and restaurants, but I couldn't find it anywhere online. I just saw online that they're basically going to reduce it to 6 people from 10 people, maximum capacity around the table.
So there, Killian is saying the truth. The same thing that we were saying right now is it's the quickest way and earliest way to do these testing large scale, right? Which is what we're saying. Just say that.
Yeah.
Don't say it's the only way, because you're creating this whole culture of distrust. You know what I mean? You're creating this whole that sounds suspicious. And like, no, it's the only way. Not everyone's that stupid. Some people are going to be like, well, it can't be the only way. Just say it's the fastest way. It's the most inconvenient for you, but it is the most
convenient for us.
Yeah, convenient for us and the quickest way, because we want everything to be done faster. It's the rest, let's say saliva, it takes fucking, 8 days to get the results, or I don't know what the fuck. Say the truth. So that people don't find it suspicious, and then they don't start fucking. Apparently, there's protests like all the time now in Montreal. I didn't even know for no masks, and they're also blaming Mike for the mask too. I love when they have the posters.
Yeah,
Mike's face.
Why they blame? How does that happen?
They said that Mike and Bill Gates are in cahoots together because he's selling custom podcast masks, on the Suzukut website.
So every businessman did that.
Yeah, but
they saw the times and capitalized.
People are stupid, like selling masks. All right, I get what's happening. You and Bill Gates, huh? Gave you a phone call, told you to push those masks on people? Yeah, so Mike saw it. He's like, what I thought it was a meme. I didn't even know it was a real photo from here. I thought someone was just joking on the Discord. It's fucking stupid.
Why?
So what's happening? Excited for 2DM tonight? Yeah, 2DM is going to be fun. What's the infection? All right, you see, fucking Kirlian, this guy, this is good. This
is in the know.
Yeah, we need someone like this in the chat right now. Let me see this. So the infection starts in the nasal cavity. It's used as a way to detect it before it spreads further to the lungs and the body. Okay, so that's why they're going through the inside of the nose. You see, so why don't they give these fucking answers, bro? They wait for my podcast to give people these answers. Blood and saliva and more precise are more precise, I guess, but they have longer analysis time. What we were saying, and it's more expensive.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, just say that. Don't say it's the only way. Say the fucking truth.
It was probably some dummy that didn't know.
No, it's
some
just
employee even.
Well, yeah, but it's one, two. It's always different employees that say that, and I don't know. Maybe sometimes they just don't know and they think this is the only way. But think, how can it be the only way? You work at a fucking hospital. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, fuck yeah, they must be dumb.
No, it's not dumb. It's just like, you ever met those? Like, I have friends that were very, very good in school, but I used to have trouble talking to them, like speaking to them, because they were very good at copy pasting type of thing. Like they memorize stuff, but not applying it in real life.
Yeah,
so that happens a lot, I guess, in certain fields where you have to memorize a lot of shit. You become robotic.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah. But he said the sky is red. I don't know, but if you just look up, you'll see the blue. But he said it's red, so it's red. No, but just look up. Just look. You just look up, and you'll see. No, it's red. Like that kind of shit. That kind of mentality.
Yeah.
And that frustrates the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I get you.
That drives me crazy.
It pisses me off also.
Yeah. By the way, yesterday when I sent you guys food, I had put in the wrong address by like a couple of numbers on the street, and the Uber driver called me, and it was just before I went, like 5 minutes before I was going on stage, so I was like fucking pissed off, and I go, what is it? Like, who is this? He's like, you gave me the wrong address. The restaurant is closed, is what he said. Now, the restaurant is closed made me think, because we ordered from Bivo, the pizza place downtown, so it made me think that place was closed, and he was blaming me for sending him there. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? I go, they said they're preparing the order was prepared, and you already picked it up. What the fuck are you talking about? He's like, no, it's a restaurant, it's closed. And then he started to, no, where I am now is a restaurant, and it's closed. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, you put the wrong address. I'm like, oh, I gave him it's two buildings down. I'll find it. Okay, I'm very sorry. He was freaked because I was yelling. I go,
God.
what the fuck are you talking about? I go, they prepared the order. Why would it be closed?
That's funny.
How did they make the order? So I was yelling at the guy. Yeah, it was, yeah. Then I gave him a tip, obviously. And good reviews.
I snapped at Uber too by email though.
But you think you had a reason, no? Didn't they?
Yeah, very big reason actually. So I ordered through Uber and I made a mistake in the order, basically.
Oh, before you go on, I'm just reminded of something because I'm looking at in the chat, Killian mentioned the UFC. So guys, in case you don't know, the Discord, this is why most people are joining the Pantelis Nation. It's for the community. It's not even for me. The goddamn Discord is a lot of fun. I found out last night while I was out trying to wrestle this gator and, perform my work, do my fucking goddamn job. I saw that people on the Discord were sharing some HD content. They were all together on the Discord watching the UFC event live. So if you don't think that these movie nights, these video stuff we're sharing on Discord are fun and cool, you're a goddamn doofus. Because where else, especially if you don't have that channel or at your house, where else are you going to be able to watch in high quality these kind of events like the UFC free, right? And with your homies. You know what I'm saying? So the Pantelis Discord, probably the number one Discord. I don't want to brag, I don't want to get too far. Probably the best Discord in, I would say, the galaxy. So I don't want to go too far with it just in case, but the galaxy guaranteed. The galaxy outside, I don't know what these fucking Martians are up to. But
Wait, what? Oh, God.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. So yeah, you were talking about, I want to hear about your complaint because you've been talking to me about it and I never really heard your story because I'm normally angry.
So I don't blame you. Me too. I'm normally angry.
I mean, in general, like a way of life.
Yeah.
Oh,
not as angry at you, but
okay, I'm gonna cut you off again.
Yeah,
I'll cut you off again. So last night, when I went to Sid's room to do the, you're gonna. Oh, I wish you see the times you miss is the times that you'd have a good time. So I did my bit. I was working on the dog bit. I'm trying to add different stuff. Stuff I'm happy with, stuff I'm not. It's gotten longer. I'm proud of it, but it's not where I need it to be.
Yeah.
So anyways, I started going into my Park X stuff. And I just asked because a lot of people clapped like they knew where Park X was and what it was. And I'm like, really, how do you know it? And people got a little quiet. And then one lady's like, you stole our bikes.
What?
And the second I heard that, I looked down at her. I go, you from TMR? She's like, yep. I start laughing and I go, I have probably stolen many of your bikes. I go, and your hockey nets too. And everybody's like, what the fuck is he talking about? They're all like all weirded out. I go, that's why they had to build a fence. I go, let's be honest. I go, they would just leave stuff unlocked because they're like, great neighborhood. And we'd see it as, oh, great, free shit. I go, that's happening. But somebody was like, you stole our bikes. I was like, yeah, oh God, it's a TMR. Like right away, I knew. I was like, she's from TMR.
That is so funny. That is so funny.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But she was having a good time. She was laughing about it.
Yeah.
But it was just so funny. I was like, yeah, I go, because of you guys, that's how we got our first hockey nets. I go, that's how we played hockey. We stole nets from some unsuspecting retards that live in your neighborhood.
Because they would just leave everything out. They didn't care.
Yeah, which is the way it should be in a goddamn safe neighborhood.
Yeah.
They don't need pieces of garbage like us going
It
and
was
stealing
a
their
safe
shit.
neighborhood, but the neighborhood adjacent to it was not a safe neighborhood. So,
But anyways, I just found it so funny. It was like, you stole, because that's when I ask, normally you don't get those answers. You get people like, Indian food, Greek food, drugs or something like that. But I never heard you stole our bikes. I was like, this lady's
so funny.
Amazing.
That is such a nice little moment.
That made my night. I was like, okay, it's worth it now. Now I have to go back to get fucking Poseidon out of his mind. But for the time being, I'm having a great time. Anyways, I'm sorry, Poseidon. I didn't want to forget because I always forget shit. Go back to your story.
Yeah, so what happened was I made a mistake with the order and canceled it literally 2 seconds after I made the order.
You made the order?
Made the order.
Did you mistakenly cancel it? No. You made a mistake in the order and then you said, let me cancel right away?
Yeah, I made a mistake in the order.
The plot thickens. Go on.
I literally canceled like 2 seconds after. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, this 2 seconds is important because you'll see why.
I'm listening.
So whatever. So I replace the order, get the right stuff. Order comes. I check the Uber Eats. I'm like, you know what? Let me check just in case they double charge me, So I checked the Uber Eats order. I checked. Not only did they double charge me on the order that was canceled.
Oh, they double charged you?
Double charged me and didn't refund my money.
So wait, they charge you twice? That's interesting. Like as a penalty? Or if you want to cancel, we're not just going to take your money. We're going to charge you for canceling.
Yeah, because if the food, because here's what it wrote: preparations had already begun,
which is not true. But also, why pay twice? If it's done, they already started, why don't you just pay once? It will be the same thing as you delivering it.
Well, yeah, apparently that's a mistake that happens sometimes.
Okay.
So I got pissed off and I sent them an email very nice email. There's that. And
To whom it may concern.
And then they refunded me. The only refund. So yeah, because the order, it's impossible that the preparations had begun because it was literally 2 seconds after. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just the machine. It's not the.
Yeah. So I emailed them, and they go, this is an exception. So then I saw that they only refunded me for one charge, not the double charge. So they didn't refund me both charges.
So then you start losing your shit?
So I go, fuck, I grabbed my phone, I sent them a fucking email. Fucking, this is unacceptable. I turned into a Karen. This is unacceptable. Frankly, I'm very upset.
May I speak to the manager of the manager, please? And if it's the manager above him, I would like a talk.
And then I just got an email back. It's been taken care of. It's all good.
Just leave us alone, bro.
I checked my bank account and they were all refunded. I was like,
here's your $37, you piece of shit. Just yelling at you. The pizza was good though.
Yeah.
Too much pizza this week though, if you think about it, because I got you pizza on Friday too.
Oh, and last night when I went home, my neighbors were coming home.
And they give you pizza?
They gave me a box of pizza.
Is everyone just handing you pizza these last 3 days? What's going on?
I don't understand. It's so weird.
It's just 3 days of just pizza.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, here, you want some pizza? You want some pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fattening you up, and it's not on purpose.
Yeah, no.
I'm deeply sorry.
It's okay.
Apologetic, sir.
Pizza was good though.
Karen Seiden Codex is saying.
Karen Seiden.
No, sometimes you gotta. I don't know. Sometimes you turn into that. Not you. I mean the proverbial you. In general. Just happens, dude. Sometimes, like I try to accommodate as much as I can, but I have my fucking limits. I'm like, what? Shut the fuck up.
And what pissed me off the most is that they wrote the email. They were like, this is a one-time thing. We'll do it for you.
It's not a one-time thing.
That pissed me off.
It's not a one-time
because
thing. You'll do what the fuck I tell you.
If I ordered and canceled 15 minutes after, I get it.
Yeah.
The restaurant made the plate and everything. You know what I mean? I understand.
It's more about the machines, like the algorithm, like everything's in there. You just annoyed them.
What do you mean?
They're just annoyed. They didn't actually, because the whole system is annoyed. Not the restaurant. The restaurant, before they even got to it, was canceled. So they didn't have to prepare it. But the whole system is they already charged you. You get it, Uber, all that. So that's the pain in the ass part. The pain in the ass isn't that they didn't make it. They're not upset like, we really wanted to make that food for him. That's not what they're upset about. They're just upset like, oh, fuck. Now there's refunds, there's canceled this. It can't appear on our books. It can't appear there. I don't know what POS they're using at that restaurant.
Yeah.
There's always fuckery. Like, no, this was a refund. This shouldn't be here. So it's all a nightmare. That's what they're mad about.
It's a mess.
I get it. I get it. It's just an extra headache.
Yeah, I'm just going to avoid canceling an order next time. I'll make sure I have the right order.
We should mention that while the Pantelis podcast studio is running at about 99% capacity right now, we're just waiting for that last thing up there, the rental studio should be open officially, even though we have our first customer, as of October 1st, I guess, because that's what I'm telling Phil to do with the emails and stuff and people calling in to try to rent it. Just hold him back a bit. October 1st. Get everything set up in case you want to start your own podcast. There is an email. If you go to my website, panteliscomedy.com, there's a tab there for the rental studio, and there's an email there, and you could send it in. Or I think Phil's taking emails on his email too. Whatever, we're trying to get it organized. So yeah, if you're trying to start podcasts, God damn it, we set up a second studio so that people can start doing their podcasts, all produced by the man you have on your screen on the left over there, Poseidon.
Moi.
I'm sorry in advance. Look, man, this is where you want to spend your money. This is what's going to happen. You got this.
I am good, though.
Yeah, you're all right.
Yeah, I'm all right, yeah. The big test was Friday, remember?
Oh, Friday was a shit show. When we were doing the morning show, whoever got to catch the morning show live, it was just, first of all, just getting here. Poseidon's car broke down. I had to go fucking pick him up. Then I got there. I followed the, actually, I'm going to get to that one second. Who asked that right now? Because that's a funny story. I was 20 in 2000. I'm going to tell you that in a second, which is, you're going to laugh. So I go pick him up and I follow the tow truck because I'm like, this has to be his tow truck. So I follow the tow truck all the way down because I knew he was coming to you. He comes, I come at the same time. You throw the keys at him. You take the coffees out. You're like, I'll go with him. You just take the thing to the garage. I'm going with him. The guy's like, freaking out. You're like, just take the car, He gets in the car. We come here. It was minutes to spare. We're setting up. We're getting ready to start. There was some fucker with the camera, but then that worked. Then drilling. What the fuck? Now, the building knows, the guy here who manages this floor, he's aware of what I do, and he's, very supportive, cool dude. And he's like, don't worry, just tell me whenever you're recording, and I'll even make sure no one's fucking around at all, just in case, so we don't fuck up any of your recordings, which is super nice. But there's fucking drilling going through the walls. You can hear it everywhere, throughout the building. There's not supposed to be any drilling. Everything stops. So he's looking around the building. They're going fucking crazy. They're trying to find it. Where's the source of this thing? Poseidon leaves the booth. He's going up and down. The drilling stops. The drilling starts again. The guy's pulling his hair. He's like, what the fuck? I've told everyone to stop fucking working. They're like, is it possible it could be coming from another building? Obviously not. It's coming through the...
Yeah.
Anyway, so they go out. They're going different floors. They're looking. Hours later, we found out what the fucking source was. In one of the floors right on top of us, a goddamn plumber was hidden, basically. He was inside the walls, hidden. He was in another compartment. He was drilling some shit. When everyone stopped working, this guy just continued, and no one knew that he was there. He was hidden away, and they just saw him coming down and drilling. Like, what the fuck are you? This was you. Like, they were scouring the building for hours trying to find out the source of the noise. You're hearing the drilling, and you can't tell where the fuck it's coming from. Yeah, and it was this one fucking doofus.
That was nuts,
who was inside the walls,
That was some intense drilling.
That was intense. That's why I was freaking out. Where the fuck is this drilling coming from? So to answer your question, I was 20 in 2000. It was a goddamn plumber hidden in the walls.
Yeah.
It's fucking Super Mario. Goddamn, this guy getting close to piping.
Goddamn. Yeah. So you want to book your podcast?
Oh yeah. Just head over to panteliscomedy.com. Look at that email there. Now there's no guarantees. I gotta tell you this at the beginning for spots anymore. Well, there never really was, but I mean, it's given as how the demand is a little greater than what we expected, and to the capacity too. We can't run 24 hours yet. We're kind of selective, I guess, with who's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like who's coming kind of type of thing. No crackheads. That's a big rule. So stuff like that. But anyways, send it over. You'll have a good time, I guess, starting a goddamn podcast. Now, I should also mention, because people are like, well, we couldn't hear the drilling during the show. So why do you care? Well, because we can. I understand the mics don't pick it. And the only reason the mics don't pick it up is because I had to fuck around in there with the goddamn noise gate levels, just in case. Just in case someone's ever recording, so that the recording is safe. It was a pain in the ass to get it to a level where you can hear the voice properly, and a drilling noise on top of your fucking head doesn't go into the mic. Yeah. Okay, it wasn't simple, but it shouldn't happen.
Shouldn't happen, and it takes you out of it.
It takes you out of it. I'm like, there's drilling. I mean? What the fuck's happening?
Like there's a flow, and then that loud, just fucking. What the fuck,
Yeah, but you did fantastic, sir.
Thank you.
And on Poseidon, for those of you big Poseidon fans, on Patreon, every Saturday, he has In Bed with Poseidon, which now he no longer records at his house. He now uses the Mike Ward Theater of Dreams, a.k.a. Podcast Studio B, and he records over there, and it's easier for him to bring guests. Yeah. He brought his buddy Don Oliveira on the show on Saturday, and I believe you guys had a great show.
We did have a great show.
We had a great show. So even the production value for Poseidon's show was grown exponentially. Yeah. It's just doubled.
It was my first guest.
It was your first guest. Yeah. It's weird for you not being able to control the show, right? Because you can't produce and...
But I just put up double cams and I'm good.
Yeah.
Just, what was weird for me is usually... with In Bed with Poseidon, is I usually rant to the camera, and then when I'm done ranting, I'll check the chat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now I had a guest, so it was a little difficult for me to adjust to the guest ranting and the chat. But I adjusted rather quickly. But it was still a bit weird in the beginning when I was like, fuck, because I didn't want to cut off the guest either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Where was he September 10th, 2001? Yeah. Where was that plumber? Where the fuck was he? Sorry, dick jokes will be resumed shortly. It was so much fun yesterday. What happened yesterday, Olga? Your live. I forgot that the live stream was yesterday. Yeah. It wasn't funny for me because before he started, he called me, he was panicking.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
The camera wasn't working. I was going to lose my fucking shit with him. But then he fixed the problem, but never told me that the problem was fixed. So I had to go meet him and his chaperone downtown so that we can begin phase 1 testing of Poseidon Swing Fest 2020. And I thought he had already left. So I said, look, I'll meet them later. I'm just going to go fix the camera. So I show up at the studio and he was still here with his guest. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? He's like, I fixed the problem. Yeah. Well, why didn't you tell me it was fixed so I didn't have to rush to the goddamn studio?
Here's what happened. What you had told me to try initially, I had tried it multiple times before I called.
But it only worked when I told you.
No. And then I tried it again when you told me.
That's what I'm saying. And then it worked.
No, it still didn't work. Then I hung up. I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to do the single shot in the middle. Right?
Yeah. But then, when did it work is what I'm asking.
And then after
my
guest went to go smoke, I'm like, you know what? Let me try one last time. I tried it.
And it worked.
And it just started working. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, here's the thing.
Because I was in a hurry to set everything up the way I wanted it.
Perhaps maybe because you were in a hurry, you were just missing one thing. Or also, sometimes it happens. We've seen this over here on Friday when right before the Jofo podcast started. Technology sometimes fucks around.
Yeah.
That's why they tell you, have you tried resetting? Have you tried unplugging and plugging? Sometimes, man, it's just a weird thing that doesn't happen again. It's a one-time deal, and then you plug something in, plug it, and then it doesn't happen anymore.
But I remember being super pissed off
Did you hear me? How pissed off I was?
Yeah.
I was going to kill someone.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, all these companies talk about saving energy and not wasting paper. Yesterday when Pantelis was the screamer. Yesterday when Poseidon locked the door. I don't know what that's referencing.
What?
Pantelis was. Did you lock the door yesterday?
Where?
I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe you said something during the podcast. Maybe you got scared and then you locked the door or something. No, definitely. I don't get the reference because I didn't watch his show, but
I don't remember.
Oh yes. So listen to this now. All these companies are talking about saving energy, reducing their paper trail, right? However, they keep creating paper, stuff they don't need. So we got a little mini fridge here in the studio so that people who come in, guests, we have waters in there, Perrier, beers, whatever the fuck they want. The little fridge, it's a mini fridge, right? It came with like a 70-page manual, paper, right?
I think they have to do that by law.
What, you need 70 pages of plug it in, it's a refrigerator, you retards. Like, you could write that in one fucking cardboard sheet.
Well, no, because they also have to put shit like to protect them from lawsuits.
That is absurd.
Yeah, but that's because of dummies in society.
They should have one card. They should have one card with a URL on it. You follow that link and it gives you everything.
It's like some chainsaw. I think a chainsaw company had to do this. They had to put a sticker on their chainsaws that said, "Do not approach the genitals."
Oh, you heard someone scream outside yesterday, apparently, and then you went to investigate.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. So
Oh, really?
I heard a scream.
Like a girl or a guy?
A girl.
Oh, fuck.
Like she was being killed or something. And then I opened the door and I checked. I saw the studio was good. Door was locked. I didn't see anyone right outside. I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck.
So you're not going to go outside.
Yeah.
You said, our studio's fine.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. And I closed the door. Just tell my balls.
Well, what are you going to do now? Start investigating?
Yeah, exactly. While I'm recording, fuck it.
No, you made the right move.
Yeah.
But it's probably the rappers next door. Like they're probably shooting something.
Probably.
Yeah, I saw them carrying cameras out the other day. They're doing like external photo shoots and stuff. We're soon, once our frosting is done, I'm gonna go meet up with those guys, start shooting the shit, talking. I think we're gonna have some fun with those guys.
I want to revive the hate volume.
Nah, you're a terrible rapper, and I don't have the free time to write an album from you again. I was able to write. I was able to write the first. Remember, I wrote an entire thing for you.
Just the titles.
No, I wrote a whole thing for you.
You never showed me.
Yes, I did show you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, and then I got mad because you couldn't follow the rhythm, because you weren't on point. Like basically, you weren't rhyming the words that would rhyme. You would say them awkwardly, and then I would yell at you. I'd be like, no, you have to say it like this, or else it doesn't make sense. You know? Yeah, I wrote a whole fucking thing for you. I was making you a rap superstar, but you couldn't deliver. It looked like you were making a parody of a big white guy rapping. It didn't look like you meant it. You know, everything. You could have said anything. You could have said, "I'll murder you," and you made it look goofy. "I'll murder you," like you were saying it all awkward. And I was like, I can't fucking do this. I don't want to be part of it. The Hate Volume 3, remember?
Yeah.
But there was no Volumes 1 and 2. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. That was so funny.
Yeah, I was trying to make Poseidon, because he wanted to be a DJ at first. I was trying to create a whole mythos around him and make him like a rap star. But he's like, "Yo, I can rap." This is what he told me. But I can't write music or sing. I go, "So you can't rap," basically. And he would just stare at me. Like the other day he was here waiting for the door, and I called him, and I was like, because he's supposed to be at 7, he wasn't picking up. I called him 13 times, he would never pick up, so I thought he didn't show up. And then finally he picks up. I'm like, what happened to you? He's like, "No, I'm here." I go, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, it's just that I was I was closing my eyes and I was somewhere else." I was like, "Dreaming?" Yeah. I go, "Dreaming? Are you describing you sleeping?" He's like, "Yeah, that." I go, "Why didn't you just start with I fell asleep?" Not I closed my eyes and I was somewhere else. Which, by the way, the second you said it, at least I understood exactly what you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, he means he's dreaming.
Yeah. Well, because all I did was this.
And you were somewhere else.
That's how I was describing it. Because all I did was this, and then poof, I was gone.
I was closing my eyes and then I was somewhere else. Like, are you describing sleep, bro? Are you dreaming? Yeah, that. I like how you said that. Like, the complicated part was saying sleep. When somebody, "What do you do at night?" "I close my eyes at night and then I go to another place."
Travel dimensions.
Yeah, like that's how you describe sleep.
It's how I used to describe my job to chicks on Tinder.
Oh, what
did I used to say? Oh my god, it was so funny.
"I'm the senior VP of collecting welfare."
No, no, I'm senior specialist.
Wait, Guido, is Guido in the chat? Guido, what the fuck, dude? Guido Grasso has not replied to any of my goddamn phone calls for a week now. any of my fucking text messages, and then he has the balls to come into the goddamn chat. Guido, what the fuck is happening with you, dude? What's going on? You want to call into the show? Call my cell phone. I'll put you onto the show right now. Fucking Guido, bro. Yeah, Guido, you know what? Call my fucking phone. I'll patch you through to the show. Because that's the kind of guy I am. I'm technologically...
savvy?
Well, I wouldn't say savvy. But I have them available. The technology is readily available in front of me. So yeah, what the fuck happened to Guido? I haven't seen him in a bit.
Yeah, me too.
And Guido, by the way, for that gig, you should be getting paid. I got paid yesterday, though I do have a bone to pick with that. But we'll talk about it when I see you. But hopefully you got paid as well. Let me know, Guido. Poseidon sounds like me when I forget a word in English. Yeah, you're trying to, but you overly describe it.
Yeah.
Like the sleeping thing.
God damn, that's so funny. I don't realize that I do that sometimes. I'm like an expert in overcomplicating my life, I've noticed.
I want you guys to know that it's very hard for me right now not to tell you guys the hilarious story that happened yesterday, because it is a 2-drink minimum story, and the first time you hear it should be on 2-drink minimum, and everyone should enjoy it. But I'm telling you, last night, there was many moments where I regretted ever thinking up the idea of Poseidon Swingerthon 2020, and I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm going to jail. This was a terrible idea. Like he should never be under the influence of anything, if that makes any sense. Poseidon needs to find a way to make sure his entire life he stays as sober as fucking possible. Tell us, no, Olga, you gotta wait. You gotta wait till 10 p.m. 2-drink minimum. By the way, I will be at the Comedy Nest tonight at 8 p.m. I will be at the Bordel at 7 p.m. Then I will be back at the Bordel at what time? I guess 9. I don't know if there's another comedy show, but I know that 2-drink minimum is at 10. Basically, I'm all over the fucking place. I'm running around today. It's one of those days. Yesterday too. Very tired. Very tired. Not getting a lot of sleep. Behind on a lot of work. Probably get most of it done in the middle of the night when I get back home. So I'll be working like 1 to 4 or something. Then I'll get up at fucking 8:30. Tomorrow's gonna be tough. Yeah.
God damn.
I'll go to sleep in the afternoon tomorrow. They're gonna come frost the windows.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
What did I say? It was that bad?
Look, I have videos, but no one's ever going to see them. Only Mike has access to them, and he watched them, so that they know that the description. Mike knows that what I am describing is 100% accurate.
Because in my head, I had an amazing time.
Yeah, so I'll give you guys just a small example, a small one, not a small one, but a small one.
No, save it.
No, just an example of not what happened, but what he's trying to describe. You ever... Oh, remember that episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia where they had their high school reunion? I believe it was like one of the 5th or 7th season. They had this moment where they were doing a dance-off, and they were dancing, and they were all in sync and whatever, amazing. But then you find out that was just in their heads. They were really drunk, and what was really happening is they're on the floor, but looking at them like, that was you. So in your head, you thought you were fucking Pepe Le Pew, right? But in real life, you were, popping them pubes. Like, it was just awful. Like, you thought you were suave, but it was fucking weird as shit. It was weird as shit. Oh, let me look at your freckles. I know you got freckles. It was weird. And that's a direct line that you said last night. You're cringing your face, eh? Yeah. You literally grabbed her and you're like, let me see, I know you have freckles. It was very uncomfortable for me.
I'm very uncomfortable right now.
Yeah, yeah, trust me, it was fucking weird. Oh, he's weirded out now. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's why. Yeah, you gotta calm down, sir. You gotta calm the fuck down.
Such a mess.
That's a good way to describe you. You're definitely a goddamn mess. You're Rico not so suave.
Whoops.
Yeah, nothing. Nothing irreversible, nothing unfixable happened, at least. So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
There's
nothing
a plus.
bad either.
Nothing bad. Oh, by the way, the French cast is starting up again this week. Got some guests coming in on Wednesday. Yes, I said multiple guests. I'm planning something different for the French cast. We're also working on another thing for the French cast. I can't even talk about it. Because it's going a completely different direction on the French scene. I'm selling out, bro. But we'll see. Not yet, Tom. We are trying hard. What are we trying hard for, Tom? Someone else to play with the pool frog, maybe. Oh, I don't know what that is.
What now?
It may be Discord related stuff. I'm not up to date in my Discord lingo. Let's see. By the braided dicks. By the braided dicks of Khaleesi. That's a good one.
By the braided dicks of Khaleesi.
Yo, so this whole we kind of jumped over it, but this whole COVID code orange in Montreal, I heard that right now in Ottawa, well, all of Ontario, they're changing the rule to social gatherings of only 10 or less now are allowed.
No, it went from 10 to 6 around the table.
Okay.
And from 250 people in a public space down to 50.
Look, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I don't want people to die.
Yeah, obviously.
But I don't know.
But even amongst 80-year-olds and up, they have a 92-point-something% survivability rate.
So then I don't know, dude. I don't know what to tell
even
you.
old people at some point were like, fuck it, I'll take my
Yeah,
chance.
but that they should shut the fuck up. Like, we stop the whole world so you don't die. Don't be stupid.
Yeah.
Guido's like, can I come on in French? Guido, how about you fucking call my cell phone right now if you want to talk on the show? Because you don't reply to my goddamn messages or phone calls, and it's very upsetting.
Guido, call.
Yeah, very, very goddamn upsetting.
Call right now.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know about this shit, man. I'm wondering, people are getting scared now. Because you know what the thing is? It raises the fear level, too. Because when you put that kind of stuff, code orange, code red, code whatever, people panic.
I don't let this shit affect me anymore.
You don't let it affect you, but most people, they fucking panic.
Yeah. Well, like I was walking the other day down the street, and like literally every person had a mask on outside, and it felt surreal to me, bro. Like what the fuck is going on? Like, you know what I mean? Because like I'm so like la 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 la, you know, do my own thing and whatever, and everyone's wearing a mask. Everyone's giving me a dirty look because I don't have a mask outside in open air, like public space. It's like, what the fuck, you know?
Well, people are nervous. Even Gabe says you might start doing 2-drink minimum with close to no audience because people won't forget the laws. Like, let's say if they only allow 10 people, who's going to show up? And then maybe some people won't want to show up because they'll be scared, right? But what I'll do is if there's no live audience, I'm just going to say let's move it back to a studio. And since the Bordel studio might be too tight for Mike because, you know, he wants to keep his distance from anything that's happening, we'll just come here. This one's huge. Yeah. So, like, look at the distance between...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, you guys can't see it fully right now because, you know, the camera's on each person, but our tables are really fucking long. Yeah. You could basically, on each side, you could fit 3 people comfortably.
Yeah.
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 So, no, we got more... This is the biggest studio we've ever worked with.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the way to go. So, anyways...
It's amazing.
We'll just move it here. So, yeah, the Mike Ward Theater of Dreams is up for rentals. I'm fucking excited, dude. It's pretty cool getting... I want to see some good podcasts being made. I can't wait for the intellectuals to start in October, which is why I'm trying to find Guido. I'm trying to track Guido down, set some calendar dates for you guys, since I'm producing your fucking shit show.
Guido, stop fucking around.
Yeah. Like, that's going to be a fucking show. You two, without the influence of me, just you two going at it, I think is going to be a great show.
It's gonna
but
be
you two alone, I don't think will work. But you two together... Yeah. So, yeah, Olga, I like the curtains. As you can see, they're super huge, so they even come up a bit behind me. Over here, they're covering a bit of the Boss wall art. But we had the Jofo boys, A-Trax is in the chat right now, here on Friday, and they saw it. They liked it, too. The curtains made all the difference, obviously. It's so crazy when we pull the curtains apart, the amount of echo that we have in here, the amount of reverb, and then the difference it makes. And we're putting more curtains, they're coming in next week, hopefully, on the ceiling. Yeah.
Fucking
to really kill it. Yeah, we're not...
Primo, bro.
Yeah, we're not... I said if I'm going to spend all my money, we're going to fucking go hardcore and not have any echo in here. But I love recording here on Sundays mostly because the building's fucking empty too.
Yeah, I like that.
You don't see anyone. You come in. It's fucking...
It's calm.
It's calm. Yeah.
I like that. Calm.
But for the goddamn rent I pay, I should be recording here every fucking day, every fucking hour. Let's see. So, oh shit, I didn't even notice... Oh, I thought your phone was ringing. I didn't even notice that Silver and Gold was here. Silver and Gold, how are your stocks doing? I hope Silver and Gold is making money.
Oh shit, Silver and Gold and Guido are in the chat.
Not together. I think Guido just pops in and fucking leaves. Silver and Gold stays. Trooper. Guido's probably doing some other shit at the same time. Or else he would have called.
Yeah, that's true.
Guido was seriously in the chat. He would have rang and I would have put him fucking through. That's how easy it is for us now with this tech. I could put people through Discord. I could put through a phone call. It's pretty fucking intense. Let's see here. I'm just checking to see if there's anyone in the on-air waiting. No one in the Discord. Yeah, so any patrons want to call in, we got no fucking problems with that shit. So I don't want to scare anyone. I'm not saying they're going to lock shit down. They're trying... I'm just saying some of it is a little weird. I don't know if it's going to help. and some of it is a little sudden, and we have to think about the repercussions.
Yeah.
Can we really afford more people losing their jobs?
No.
That will never reopen is what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, if you lose your job at a restaurant because the restaurant had to shut down, then the restaurant can't open again. Now the restaurant's closed. When shit starts getting slowly back to normal, you can't go back to work at that restaurant because that restaurant doesn't operate anymore. The people that used to work there as well have no place to work. The owner needs a new, you know what I mean? Like,
it creates a crazy domino effect.
yeah. So then let's say rents in that neighborhood now, well, the landlords, they were, paying their mortgage and they were making money off X amount of rents. Now, even if they want to sell those empty places, they can't sell at the same level because there's no more money. So they have to go lower. And then what's going to happen? Are they just going to make mortgage and now they have to get another job, but jobs don't exist? It's just,
Yeah,
it's a domino effect.
It becomes a clusterfuck.
It becomes a clusterfuck. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, are we handling it properly?
But if there is a second lockdown, it's gonna be completely devastating. This time around.
I think that's why they're not calling it a lockdown and they're trying to avoid fully locking down because they don't want to take a chance and
me
fuck
and
us
Don
up.
yesterday had an interesting conversation
What about, sir?
about these lockdowns, and he asked me, what would you do if you were in their shoes, these restaurant owners, bar owners? How would you protest without causing any damage to property or causing any violence, inciting violence?
Well, look, I believe in peaceful protesting.
Yeah.
I believe in getting your message across. I don't like the violent protesting. It's been my issue with the whole BLM organization. But I don't know if, obviously I don't like the BLM organization, but I don't know if they're directly to blame because it looks like other units went in to get, like the Antifa, to break shit, which just makes you lose. You lose your, I don't know how to say it, your justification, your right. Like, even if you're right about what you're arguing, if your methods are garbage, no one's going to stand with you. Like, logical people will go against you.
Yeah.
If you're like, I'm against slave labor, everyone's like, yeah, I'm against that. In order to prove it, I'm fucking going around, I'm raping everyone in the city, so you guys know that we mean business. Well, no, now we can't get behind you because we don't agree with your fucking method of sharing your fucking thoughts. So no. Burning churches, it's fucking...
But even if the moment you mention protest, even if it's peaceful, it left a bad taste in their mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From all these violent protests and everything.
Yeah.
So I told him, I think, in my opinion, the best way for restaurateurs and bar owners to protest these laws of weird fucking laws, but like bars have to close at midnight now.
That's not the weirdest. The weirdest is now they're trying to pass a law. I don't know if it passed on Friday. I heard that it passed, but I haven't seen anything about it. Where now police officers don't need a warrant to enter your house if they suspect that you have around 10 people as a gathering.
I couldn't find
any information online. Yeah, that's what I heard on Friday from Bill. And I was like, what the fuck? If that's
some Gestapo shit.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. I don't like
giving
giving the government the right to walk into wherever they want because they suspect I have people over. Fuck you. It's none of your fucking business.
Exactly.
That's a bit much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't like that shit.
It's gone too much, bro. Too much. And I told him my opinion, the best way to protest this, let's say for all the bar owners and restaurant owners in the city, would be to they don't follow the guidelines. Just stay open.
I understand what you're saying, and to some extent, I'm like, yeah, that's how it should be. However, we don't have. This is not the U.S. We don't have a militia.
Yeah, but what are they gonna do? Arrest everyone?
I'm just saying, we regular citizens here don't have. They don't have weapons. They don't have people. So basically, even if you want to stay, the biggest street gang in the country, the police, will just come and shut down, give fines, break you if they want to. So what are you gonna do? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you could want to be defiant to a certain level, but if they want, they're like, all right, so just send in the riot squad, break everything in there, grab people, throw them out,
But let's say all the restaurants and bars did it.
Okay, one by one. They don't need to shut you down all on the same day.
You know what pisses me off also?
Yeah.
These fucking cops, bro, that just follow these orders like blind fucking retards.
That's a very difficult thing too, because it's the same problem they have with when this whole thing started with the whole police brutality movements of protesting. When that whole thin blue line thing came out, where the biggest issue isn't that it's every cop. There's a lot of good cops. That's not the issue. The issue is that when somebody does something fucked up, the majority can't speak up. They have to side with the cop. That's where the fuckery comes in.
But also they'll lose their jobs. You know that.
But that's why.
But not just lose their jobs.
So that's where the fuckery comes in. That's where you're like, fuck. But also, that culture needs to change.
There's in some cities, the culture is so bad that, let's say, if you see fuckery afoot with certain cops and you try to go against them, what they're going to do is they're going to set you up.
To get fucked over.
To get killed.
Here, dude, when all that shit came out about the Charbonneau with the what's it called? with the bikers and the mafia and this and that. You know how many fucking cops were implicated? How much
course.
money they were in the taking of fucking
yeah.
people over? Get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the cops that's the biggest mafia, especially in Quebec.
Well, the government is the biggest mafia.
The government, sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, they have armed forces, right? They have the. You don't.
Yeah.
So again, if they protest with "we'll just stay open," they'll be like, "Okay, we're just gonna bust up your shit."
That's why I'm not even American, but I'm pro Second Amendment.
Yeah, I'm pro Second Amendment too, but I don't think that would help either. A civil war with the police isn't what you need either.
Yeah, but if they start it, you're defending your property.
It gets crazy, especially here. We don't have the same property rights as they do in the States. It's very tricky. Honestly, that's when people say, you protest with your money or you protest with your vote. That's when that really comes into effect. That's when you really need to rally around someone or some people that are willing to do the work, go into politics and this is what our goal is, and heroically go in there and fuck everything up and get the votes behind it. That's what you need. Problem is, a lot of people that are getting into politics, like look at our mayor here, the bike lady, are scumbags that just have their own personal agenda. You know what I mean? Sometimes the personal agenda is large. Like, I'm going to change the I want to be communist or whatever. And sometimes they're small, like her. I like biking, so I'm going to make sure everything's bike friendly and I don't care if everyone's unemployed. Like crazy shit, like her.
And
She's not an evil person. Like our mayor here is not evil. She's clearly a fucking idiot, but she's not evil.
Yeah.
So I can't say what people, she's trying to destroy the city. No. She has successfully destroyed the city. We can agree to this. But she didn't do it out of malice, out of I want to destroy the city. She did it because she's a dummy and doesn't understand business. She's like, so what if we shut down stores, downtown businesses? That's not going to change anything. It's like, do you realize that that's how taxes are paid? That's how you need people to work? No, you need bike lanes so people could travel to get to work. What work if there's no more, if you shut everything down, you fucking dummy? It's just unemployed people cycling. That's all we have.
Basically, we're a city filled with unemployed people cycling around.
Yeah. So anyways, at least our unemployed have bikes, bro. We're top of the line. So all that to say, that's what needs to happen is like grassroots, smart movements, getting together, because the violence thing, man, it doesn't get you anywhere, dude. I don't want to.
No, obviously not.
I don't want to see stores, just like I don't want to see protests where a random Foot Locker is getting looted or a guy's dépanneur is getting fucking burned down. I don't like that shit. I don't like the idea of just randomly beating up cops or cops beating up people. I don't like any of that shit.
Not randomly, but let's say they come into your property.
That's a different story. Self-defense is the whole thing, but with the cops, it won't be a simple thing. You really think a cop's going to step on your property, you're going to shoot him, and then it ends there like, oh, we're sorry?
No.
You're all dead. It's going to become a shootout. So it doesn't help. I'm anti-war. I'm anti-violence. I'm anti all that stuff. I don't like that shit because it doesn't end. It doesn't end properly.
It doesn't end. So how do you...
I just told you. The only way is you have to try your best to be over-civilized compared to the people who fake being civilized that are in charge right now and overthrow them. It's the only way. But who's willing to do that work? Who's willing to go in there? Because you have to...
And who's not going to get assassinated.
Yeah, obviously you have to be a badass. But because none of them, they're all pussies. They're not real badasses. Yeah. They claim to be badasses, but they're not bad. You know why? Because if they were really badasses, they would say things right now like, I don't know, the Chinese government knowingly infected the fucking world because they didn't want to tell us, they didn't want to lock down earlier because they were embarrassed. Well, fuck you. Sanctions. You're going to fucking pay up. You destroyed. But they don't have the guts to speak out against them. Just like what's happening with Turkey and Greece. When the rest of Europe was scared, they were scared of Turkey. No, you have to speak up. You have to speak up to these bullies. You have to stand up. They're pussies. They don't want to say shit. They don't want to offend anyone. They're not fit to be leaders if they're like that. A leader's supposed to lead.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to see what people are going to get mad at the least. No, you're a fucking leader. Do what's right. Do what needs to fucking be done. So you need people like that. But people like that aren't willing to do it. They want to work. They want to do their own thing. They don't want to get involved in this nonsense. Like if you get involved in politics, like look at CNN, for example. Look at Fox. It's a news cycle of fuck the other team. So no matter who you are, you join one, all you know is that there's going to be millions of hours online of people making up stories about how you're a piece of shit and you should go fuck yourself. Especially if you have a family. You're like, do I really want to get into politics? And then, I have a family and they're calling my fucking assistant a pedophile or whatever the fuck. Who knows what it is, right? It's just going crazy. It takes a lot out of you. That's why you need someone who's like super fucking doesn't give a shit. Like he's already established, doesn't need to work anymore. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna shake things up.
You know what's sad?
But it's hard to find people that have that kind of money that aren't pieces of garbage that want to actually change the. It's very difficult, dude, to find the right person for the job that we need now because there's too many people with different opinions and they're poorly educated.
You know what saddens me is we've come so far. We're living in the best time humans can live, especially in North America.
Yeah, we fucked it up. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying this is. I'm not saying this is the best it'll ever get. What I'm saying is this is the best it's ever been.
Yeah.
And we still fuck it up.
It explains a lot about human nature.
We're total assholes, dude. First of all, it doesn't make sense that with everything we have, all the extras that we have, fucking Super Bowls, everything we have, it doesn't make sense with the money that goes to the WHO, that goes to United Nations, UNICEF, remember all that shit? That there's still so many fucking places in Africa that don't even have water. How many years have I been seeing these fucking commercials? Billions, maybe trillions of dollars right now. And you're telling me you still haven't built a fucking, any connections to water, no wells? Are you, then who's taking this fucking money?
Not just Africa.
This is insane. I'm using Africa as an example because I remember the whole UNICEF stuff for years. I was like, God damn, man. You go there, you film all these fucking videos, you can't build a fucking well. Are you joking? Like, how much do you have to make off the top before you give a shit about human beings? Anyways.
Yeah, I know, I get you.
They don't fucking care, bro. They don't fucking care.
But not just Africa. Look at, what was that state there? Or the city?
Flint, you're talking about Flint, Michigan. Exactly. Another thing, like in North America, really, we can't make sure people have proper drinking water. Like, are we all fucked right now? And again, I'm not yelling at regular people. I'm with you guys. I'm a regular person. I'm in the same boat as you. I'm angry about it. And we don't have control. That's what sucks.
Yeah.
We elect people, expect them to do a job, and they don't do it. That's why you get mad. That's why I get mad. Let's say your Uber driver fucks you, or anything you pay for fucks you over because you're like, listen, man, we had an agreement.
Yeah.
You didn't hold up your end of the bargain, and then you're getting mad at me.
Yeah.
That's why people get mad, you know? But then Karens overdo it, you know?
Yeah.
They get mad when it's unreasonable.
Also, I've noticed with everything that's happening, people have gotten much more lazier.
Yeah, people do. Yeah, call in if you guys want to call in the Discord patrons and let us know about how do you feel with how do you feel about the CERB extension and about people being out of work versus for work? Like, do you guys want to take some more time off? Do you just want the economy to get rolling again just so you can get back to work and make your own money? How do you feel? Are you nervous about the economy the way it's going because we're tanking it? A lot of people are not going to have a pension. Like, how do you feel? Let us know.
Here's the thing, right? Even a full-time minimum wage worker is making less working full-time, 40 hours a week, than he would on the CERB.
That's fucked.
We spoke about this the other day, remember?
Yeah, I think George told us.
Yeah. So why would anyone want to go back to work? If most people who were affected are making more, you know what I mean? And then you have the people who had to work, the places they stayed open, like Walmart and all these places. They're pissed off.
And I actually have a bit of a solution.
Yeah.
So someone asked me, well, for those hours that they're working, let's say they're getting paid. It doesn't matter. It's just arbitrary. It's a number, $5 an hour or $10 an hour. It doesn't matter. So whatever they're getting paid an hour, they go, well, what are we going to do? Because the companies now don't even have the extra money to give raises, right? To make them go back. The government has a simple solution. It'll save off the CERB. How about you don't fucking tax those employees? How about instead of you taking their money at the source, right? Which makes them not want to work. So now you don't have money to take from them anymore because they're not working. So you just give them $2,000 a month. How about you don't take that $1,000 a month you're going to take? So you're saving $1,000 as a government. You're not giving it out, right? And they're going to work to make the $2,000 instead of staying home. How about that, geniuses?
Yeah.
How about you stop fucking robbing people of their fucking paychecks?
That's actually a very good solution.
Of course it's a good solution, bro, but you can't, they're never going to agree to that. They're never, because they don't generate any wealth, the government. The government doesn't generate anything. We generate it.
Yeah.
The workers generate it, right? They play with our money. They don't make anything. Everything they do, they fuck up. They're selling drugs, bro. They're selling weed, and they fuck that up, too. They don't know how to sell fucking weed properly.
People without a high school diploma.
But I know a guy with Down syndrome who started a fucking empire of selling weed for years. All right? Down syndrome, this guy. He's doing it alone. And these fucking dummies have fucking employees like, how do I make money? Yeah.
They're fucking idiots, bro.
Dipshits. Give everyone the fucking same amount for the time being. Don't close everything down. Yeah. Don't. But the taxes thing really fucking bothers me. They complain. They go, well, what do you mean? How do people? But they get paid X amount. How do they not have money for rent? This and that. Well, first of all, most people are not getting paid that well, and also because they don't keep that fucking paycheck because you're still taking fucking money from them.
Yeah.
So even if they budget it, they're like, all right, nice. I'm gonna be getting this job now. I know $500 a week is mine. It's not. You're gonna get $300 a week. So you're not gonna make you $2,000 a month. You know what I mean? It's fucking absurd to me. So they would rather give away $2,000 a month from these fucking empty coffers that they have right now instead of let's say, giving away 1,000 a month, giving away, basically not taking. So they would lose. So they just on principle, they'd rather lose more money. Just because it's easier for them to be like, no, we can't. Are you crazy? Eliminate taxes? When the fuck do we put them back in? Are you crazy? No. We need these. So that's the fuckery about all this.
It's frustrating.
Yeah, I'm definitely silver and gold. I'm definitely for less government. I don't like the more government you get, the more problems like this you have.
Yeah, and because some people it's a power trip too, right? They feel powerful.
Forget that. You're talking about something completely different. We're talking about the political system. We're not talking about a security guard, bro.
Okay.
We're talking about the political system, the way it works. Here we have a big problem, a big bureaucratic problem. There are too many public sector workers. Too fucking many. You don't need 15 fucking people to photocopy something at these fucking places.
Oh, well,
it is crazy what they're doing here.
When did I read this? Montreal has more officials.
Montreal has more publicly elected officials here than New York, okay?
Than the state of New York.
Yeah, and we are, a minuscule percentage of their fucking population.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for that. Everyone's trying to fucking live off the tea of the government, which is basically off taxpayer dollars. Fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here with that shit. Now I'm getting angry. We gotta switch something funny, Poseidon.
Okay. What happened that's funny?
Oh, talk about that later.
Yeah.
What about you? Haven't seen anything when you woke up today that was lighthearted? Is all the news bad right now?
I think so, yeah. Because they started again in the news cycle with this whole lockdown bullshit.
So they went back to negative shit.
Yeah.
I saw that Ruth Bader Ginsburg, she died.
Who was that?
That's what I said the first time I ever heard about her. She was, I think, the not the longest running. She was trying to be the longest running, but Supreme Court Justice. She was a Supreme Court Justice, the oldest one now. And I was just surprised. People were shocked that she was dead, but I was like, I personally thought that she was dead when I first heard about her like a year ago.
Okay.
Like as an old person. I'm not happy that she died. I don't have anything personal against the woman, but I'm just saying, like,
she passed away of old age.
Yeah, she's fucking 87 years old, and she would never show up to work, and she would fall asleep when she was there for the last fucking 2 years. She did not want to quit because she wanted to get the record of the oldest person ever.
Oh shit!
It was held by someone else in their 90s, which is, again, we have to stop with this old thing. Like, there has to be a fucking limit. Like, is this really someone who falls asleep during every speech, is that the person you want ruling over any type of judicial?
But then again, you know what I've noticed with people who retire? People who retire at the age of 65, they age much faster afterwards too. They die a bit younger. I've seen that.
Where have you seen that? Where have you seen that? I'm just curious because I feel like you're just talking out of your ass. Who do you know? How many of these people have you met that you know?
Where I used to work, we had a lot of drivers that were older. They were in their 70s, you know. So a lot of them refused to quit because it kept them active.
Yeah, but what you just said isn't true. Nothing equates to. You haven't seen anyone die or get. Working a shitty job is going to kill them sooner. Them retiring, if they're good, they're happier, they're going to live longer. Just that some people don't have meaning. Some people, they have nothing. They have no family. So if they retire, it's just them sitting down at home.
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
Different, and that doesn't mean they're going to die faster either, because they might be cool with that. Yeah, they might be old dudes, put their glass on, play some video games, watch some TV. I don't fucking know.
That's true.
Yeah, it all depends on your lifestyle.
Yeah,
it all depends on how happy you are with your current, way of living. Yeah, so no.
I see what you mean.
So you're like an excuse to keep someone that old, Poseidon, on the bench. You're a fucking idiot. She might die if we fire her. Are you crazy, bro?
Yeah.
Supreme Court justice that fucking can't stay awake.
Yeah. It's a little too much.
It's a little too much. And also, like, anyways, I don't want to talk ill of the dead. She died, but it is a little selfish to be like, I'm gonna stay asleep for a couple of years just to see if I could break a record. Like, you really don't care about the government. You don't care about the country at all. It has to all be about you.
That is funny, actually.
It has to all be about you.
It shows how selfish our
I know. It's like, fuck, come on, man. Like, it has to all be about you. And then every time, like her, for example, now people talk about her, people who didn't even know the fuck it was. Oh, she did so much. She was so good, this and that. No, because all the years that you're talking about right now, she was missing MIA in action. It caused a lot of problems because of her health, and she refused to step down. So, like, no, I got to get to 93.
Yeah, because some of these positions, you can't get fired. From what I understand,
Supreme Court justice is very difficult.
Yeah, it's like the professor position at universities. They can't get fired, right? They have to step down.
Yeah, so Tom says because she should have stepped down during Obama, but they were so sure that Hillary was going to win. Like, I'll just step down during Hillary and they'll replace me. Now that what they were trying to do is they were holding her in there too, so that Trump doesn't she doesn't step down, because then Trump would have to appoint the Supreme Court justice. So they don't want one of his people. So that's what happened. But now the way the luck of the coin went, the universe is like, nah.
Oh fuck, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's again the selfish thing. You don't care about the country. You don't care. It's the team thing. I'm on team blue. I'm on team red. It's all that shit. Forget the country. Forget what the country needs. What do we need, guys?
Yeah,
it's a little fucked up, bro.
It is. Actually, it's very fucked up, because that just means it's a bunch of sociopaths running countries.
You just learn this. Oh, by the way, I got more books. I forgot to bring them. I got some books for you. And I do have, I think, the psychopath test. I'm going to give that to you so you can read it at some point.
Oh.
Psychopath. And, you know, it's good for you and you haven't read it. So You've Been Publicly Shamed. It's by the same writer as that. It talks about how social media has ruined certain lives. Like publicly, you know, stuff got public and they got super shamed out of everything. And one of the cases, I think the whole point of the book was, I think it was this chick who, I forgot what she worked at. She worked at this big company. She was going to Africa for something. And she tweeted when she got on the plane before she left, she tweeted like, I'm going to Africa. I hope I don't get AIDS. And then went off and then flew. And then when she landed, she blew up. She was all over. Do you remember?
I remember that.
Her parents by the time she got off the plane,
she was disowned by her parents.
She had been fired. Like all this shit happened while she was in the air because of what she said. Like, it's racist. And then she was trying to explain. She goes, well, it wasn't a race thing. It's just because there really is a whole AIDS crisis there. So even if they were all white, I would say the same thing if there was like an AIDS thing. Like, no, it doesn't matter. We said it's racist, so you've been labeled as this.
But hold on, aren't the people accusing her of being racist more racist?
No, now you're trying to just say words. No, they're not racist. They're just idiots. It's just
because here's the way I see it. If they just assume she said all black people.
That's not what they said.
No, I know. But like if they were, because Africa is primarily black people, right?
Yeah, but she said, I'm going to Africa. I hope I don't get AIDS. She didn't say I'm going to black people.
You know, I'm trying to tie it. Never mind.
Yeah, you're doing what they're doing. You're really trying to reach. Don't do that.
No,
that's
that was overreaching.
And also, don't dissect jokes like that. That is a crazy person's thing. Now you're doing what Caitlyn Jenner tried to do to Joe Rogan. Remember the one on TMZ? This is Joe Rogan's.
Oh yeah, that happened. I remember that.
Fuck. What did she say? He hasn't. Basically, everything she said was wrong. He hasn't done anything. Like my daughters, they work so hard to get to where they're at. He's the guy who works so hard to get where he's like. He wasn't rich. What the fuck are you talking about?
All they did was suck a few dicks. Bro.
Yeah. Oh no, but it's just like we had to like making fun of people. It's wrong. He makes jokes. So that's wrong.
And then just see what happened with
Your
Spotify.
voice is wrong. Yeah, Spotify too. Those employees that were people are fucking with Vice now. Apparently, they're all sending fake emails.
Good.
I work at
I'm
Spotify.
happy for that.
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, basically a couple of employees at Spotify in New York tried to jump on that bandwagon. They're like, we're very upset that we have Rogan here. Get rid of him. He's transphobic. And you know the best part is people were asking like, all right, so why is he transphobic? Oh, because he said so. Okay, what did he say that was transphobic? Well, it just is. Okay, so just give us an example because you're just yelling stuff out. What part is oh, he made fun of Caitlyn Jenner. Okay, so he made fun of his friends. He made fun of like, is he everything you make fun of? You're phobic. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no logic to it. I make fun of fucking Poseidon. Yeah. Am I Poseidophobic? Am I Greekophobic? I make fun of Greeks. Yeah. I'm Greek.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
But you know, here's what pisses me off. Imagine being a businessman, taking risks in life, everything. You start a company, getting all the way to the growing top. Going to the top, or becoming a top exec, and then you sign $100 million deal, bro.
Yeah,
$100 million.
And then you have the fucking assistant manager at Dairy Queen being like, "I'm offended."
Exactly.
On behalf of a fucking retard,
so hard to build a brand up.
Yeah,
and even some employees in your organization are just like.
Well, imagine that apparently the CEO of Spotify is like, calm your fucking tits.
Yeah.
We're not getting rid of you know how much we paid for Rogan? Like, why the fuck are we going to get rid of him? We were uncomfortable. We don't want him. We don't want to air this episode. We don't want to air this episode. Like, shut the fuck up. Here's it. How about if there's something you don't like, especially like that. Joe Rogan is not a fucking, whatever the fuck you want to call it, extremist or whatever. None of that shit. He's a dude like us, just shooting the shit. Yeah. That's what he's doing. So anyways.
He loves DMT.
Yeah, that too. Just don't watch something if you don't like it. It ends there.
Yeah, I never understood that. Like I grew up. I
here's another
I
thing.
grew up like that a lot.
You know
what I mean?
the far, like, let's say like the Mike Pence, the far right, the people who think that gay is a choice, you could electrocute people and make them straight. You know those people? How
Is
the
that
fuck?
really true?
Yeah, dude.
He said that.
He believed he was part of some kind of camp or whatever. Bro, I'm telling you, people are fucking dumb.
That's insane.
But I'm saying that camp, for example, those people, I don't see them raising money trying to cancel RuPaul's Drag Race. They just don't watch it.
Yeah,
they just don't support it.
They don't care.
So even those crazy people don't even do that. You're out crazying.
So imagine how crazy
You're out crazying people who think that if you electrocute someone, you could turn them straight or gay. You're out dumbing those retards.
Oh, fuck. That says a lot.
That says a lot, bro.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Because then even at that, you'd rather the person who might electrocute a gay person. You know what I mean?
No, you don't know where you're going with this. You just started talking. But I'm just saying they're out dumbing those people. Because that's what one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life was those places. That they're like, oh, you're gay, huh? Oh, we'll fix that. So that's one of the dumbest beliefs you can have, right?
Yeah.
But you're out dumbing them.
That's true.
You're
That's
out dumbing them.
Funny.
Yeah, how about you just don't listen to something you don't like?
Yeah. What happened to that?
It's fucking insane. It's
like-
so stupid.
You know, I watched a show. It was
You know what I do? Shows I don't like. I stop watching them, bro. I'm not,
Oh, it's like Troy, right? Remember Troy?
yeah, I never watched it.
Yeah, I never watched it.
I never
either.
signed a petition.
I never signed a petition.
I never. I forgot about it now. Like I never saw when it
Yeah.
came out. You're talking about the new Troy that everyone was black.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's not cultural appropriation. But yeah, so I just didn't. I'm like, this is gonna be garbage because
Yeah.
clearly it's some crazy SJW shit. Like they're trying their best to fuck with history. And I said it's clearly not for me. This is too dumb. I'm just not gonna watch it.
You know, on Netflix, I didn't see
I didn't cancel my Netflix subscription.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it on Netflix for the longest time, and just recently they.
Oh, it's still there?
Yeah, they started promoting it. I refuse to watch it. You know, at first I was a little upset, but now I find it so funny. Look at these fucking idiots. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I
Trying
wouldn't.
to change history. You know, like
But it's not even trying to change history. It's dumber than that. It's not like I don't know who they're trying to appeal to.
But you know what? Even black people
Yeah, don't like that kind of
don't
stuff.
like that kind of shit.
No,
'Cause
no.
black-
It has to do with black or white, or it has to do with logic. No logical person likes that kind of shit.
Because then there's also so much mythology and history. Also,
Not just that, dude. You're trying to over-explain something very simple.
Yeah.
You don't have to. People understand. You don't have to over-explain that.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example here. If a black person were to play a white person or what, no, you don't have to explain that.
No, but what I'm saying is it's even more offensive to them doing that.
Because they're like, here, dummy, take this. This will keep you quiet.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
When they have their own shit too, you know? You
Yeah.
can make movies or shows off of that, you know?
No, it's complete lunacy. I don't like any of that shit.
Yeah.
I don't like. They're gonna do a Richard Pryor documentary and you're gonna play him. It's just stupid.
Who's Richard Pryor?
Okay, that hurts my feelings, but okay.
I'm gonna Google it.
Don't Google it because you can't. You could read someone's description, but you're not gonna understand the essence of who the fuck Richard Pryor is.
explain to me who
a
Richard
Google. No, I'm not
Pryor
gonna explain to you. Richard Pryor, he's one of the most important comedians ever.
Oh, I think I've heard about him.
I hope to God you have.
The thing is, I'm terrible with names. So a lot of times I'll see somebody on screen and recognize them and we're like, oh, that's, and then I forget the name. But I'll know them through what they've done.
You won't know Richard Pryor. It's not.
No.
You don't even know who Dice was. So Richard Pryor, you won't know.
Yeah, Dice, I never knew who it was.
Yeah.
You know who I liked? What's his name? It was the old guy on stage. There's theories that he got assassinated because he would always speak the truth on stage. He was a comedian.
Bill Hicks.
No. He had a beard, white hair. Always wore black.
If you're talking about George Carlin,
Yes.
I'm gonna fucking strangle you to death. George Carlin was an old man. He got assassinated. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, there's a theory that he got assassinated because he was
Jesus.
speaking the truth.
Who? Your dad gave you this theory?
No, I saw it online.
Oh, Jesus Christ, bro.
Do you remember that old guy that walked into where you're doing stand up one night?
What?
Do you remember that old guy?
That you're not telling me anything. You said, do you remember that old guy? How the fuck is that gonna tell me anything?
Okay, so he walks into the comedy club and he goes, "Where's George Carlin?"
Oh yeah, it's some drunk guy.
Yeah.
Is
You
that
know
where
what?
your story was headed?
I don't know where I was going with this, and I said it. It was a non sequitur.
That's not even what it was. It was a nonsensicaler. Just stupid. You fucking dummy. He really asked who Richard Pryor is. Yes, he did, and you saw it. Hurt my feelings. It made me very upset. But what are you gonna do? I gotta learn to live with it. I have to learn to accept that Poseidon.
But also, I have to study a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, man. I've been giving him books recently. I hope he's reading. He's not just lying to me.
I'm almost done.
I'm trying. I'm almost done reading books. Books are almost done.
I'm almost done with the one you gave me.
But that's literally your intro. I gave you a high schooler's book so you could get.
Bro, I haven't had time either, eh?
No. I'm not saying you're reading slow. All I'm saying is that's just the beginning. I'm just trying to get you comfortable with reading and imagining.
Oh yeah.
And then you're gonna move on to bigger things.
But actually, I've really enjoyed that book.
I told you.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like I forgot which part I'm at now.
He's reading, for those of you curious, S.C. Hinton's That Was Then, This Is Now.
Yes.
Because it was one of my favorite books in high school. So I see him as a child in high school that I just met and that I'm trying to, work the gears in his brain. Because my high school English teacher taught me that your brain is a muscle and you got to keep working it. You got to keep reading, writing, let it work so that you don't fucking...
Well, I never got the chance to train that muscle.
You don't ruin your cognitive... What?
I never got the chance to really train that muscle. The brain. What?
No, you haven't trained it, but it also came out defective. So you...
Go fuck yourself.
You had problems to start with.
That's true. The amount of times I've been punched or fall on my head.
So tell them, what do you like about the book?
Just the adventure. It reminds me of my high school years a lot. The craziness of it all.
Now I have a question. When you read, because I know you're not a big reader, are you able to imagine all these people now, all these characters?
Yes.
So in your head, you could see them.
Yeah,
you've made figures for them, faces. Yeah, it's interesting, right? When your brain can do that.
Yeah. And there was a scene that stuck out to me. I'm saying it's scene because this one
it's
really...
a scene. It's a scene in your head, yeah.
Like one of my favorite ones was at some point they're in their car driving.
Yeah.
The three main characters and the sister that's dating the main character.
Yeah.
And some guys in their left, like I pictured the street lights and everything.
Oh, the greasers and the...
Yeah, exactly. And the guy getting out of the car and then punching one in the face. Like it was crazy. I was able to picture...
all that happened.
That whole scene. But what's weird is because the book, it was back in the Vietnam era, right?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't written then, but it was written for then.
It was written for then because you could tell with the price of...
Yeah, because she was basically... talking about her, S.C. Hinton is a woman. Yeah. She wrote this as from the people that she knew that she grew up with. She tried to create that universe again.
Yeah. What's crazy was I was able to picture
all of it,
even the street lights, the roads, the signs. It was crazy because I was able for the first time to put like I put up imaginary stores. Reading this, I've never been able to do that in my life. It was kind of wild.
Yeah, so the reason why, if you guys are wondering, why the fuck is he forcing Poseidon to read? I'll tell you why, because I noticed something about Poseidon. He was having... so sometimes I'll get mad, because I just expect to know things I know, but you can't do that. You don't know what the other person knows. But I noticed that he was having trouble picturing things that I would tell him. He couldn't imagine. I know it's weird to say. But he couldn't imagine everything. Even this place, before it was built... I had even drawn it out. We had to make 3D renderings, try to explain to him what it's going to look like. He could not, for the life of him, even standing in it, when I would say, there's going to be a room there, he's like, I'm sorry, dude. I'm hearing it, but I can't picture it in my head.
Yeah.
So at first, I was just getting upset, like a fucking retard. Then I started to think about it. I'm like, why can't... I could build a universe in my head.
Yeah.
This kid can't build a room. What the fuck is the problem? Like, he's not actually retarded. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to wonder, like, what the fuck is the problem? So I started asking some questions and I realized Poseidon never actually read. No. He could read, like he's not he could read, but he never actually read. So, and reading did something for me. And my high school English teacher is the one who taught me that it does that. It forces you, as opposed to the movie version, you're not handed something. No. You have to create the whole universe in your head. So you're working all this muscle and you're picturing shit. And so since I used to read a lot in high school and I always had a book on me and it would work that muscle, I would create stuff and I could see things. And then it made me a better writer because I could describe stuff better, And I was like, oh, fuck, he didn't get that chance to do that. Yeah. He never, so I can't blame him. He never got to work that muscle and then make these things in his head. He just sits there and just gets it done for him, like through movies. So then I tried to test it with him by giving him little things and whatever. And then it started to actually work for him. He started to be able to picture shit more. And then he started to actually notice it in himself. He's like, holy shit, like I like I'm in a unit, like I get transported when I'm reading. Like he's getting, you know, it's weird. So
well, for all these years, I would get angry at myself for not being able to understand stuff. I thought I was mentally retarded myself.
No, it's not. It's just that you never read, so you so it helps.
But also because in high school, I was rolling around with the kind of crews that kind of shit was gay or you're a pussy. You know what I mean? So
are you reading a book like some kind of homosexual?
Yeah. Or you're a pussy.
Yeah, everybody knows only gay guys read.
No, but you know what I mean? So those were the kind of crews I was always running with in high school. Like I remember in high school, I remember seeing some kids do theater, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, fuck, I'd like to try that. But I never did because the kind of crews I was running with, I was like, these guys are pussies now, there's that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I never cared about any of that stuff. I don't care if it was a brother's gay. Like, okay, then I'm gay. What do you want me to tell you? Like,
I kind of let...
peer pressure get to you.
Exactly, when I was a kid, you know? So I never got to experience.
Olga says she learned English by reading in English. Yeah, I mean, that's how you do it. It trust me, it helps. But now, wait, this is your base level. I'm going to give you a couple more high school books that were good. They were good stories, just so you could get into the same groove I was. And then after that, you're moving into like better fiction, stranger fiction, you know, a bit. And then you can get into books that like American Gods. I like that. I want to give you I have 1984 to give it to you, but I think you're going to love it in terms of the essence of the book. You're going to see all the similarities people talk about now, but I don't think, since all you haven't even finished That Was Then, This Is Now, you're not ready for it yet. It's going to be too overwhelming and you're not going to enjoy it. So we're going to wait. You're going to, I'm going to be like a teacher.
I haven't finished it, but it's one of the first books
you enjoy.
I enjoy, and
that's why
I think about it. I'm like, I can't wait to like get back to it. To it. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep giving you books like that because I know, because I'm giving you books that I enjoy. I'm not giving you books that I don't like. I'm giving you stuff that I enjoy, but that I think, you know, different levels. Like I'm waiting. You know, like those. I'll still read those books if I get the chance. Like I still like them, but I mean, they're books that they gave you in high school because they weren't super hard to read, but the stories were full enough and it was close enough. It was close enough to high schoolers' lives that people could relate to it, and then it would help them think.
Yeah. Well, that's why I like this one. I that's why I think I'm also able to picture it so well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because you're like, okay, this is a real world for me.
To this,
I didn't start you off with some kind of Star Trek shit, and you're like, what the fuck, a space-time continuum?
Yeah. So it's something familiar to my brain that my brain can kind of, you know, it's interesting.
I've been saying for a while, and then COVID hit. I don't know, and I wanted to visit my high school English teacher just to let her know you did a good thing. But I don't know that we can now with all these COVID rules, right?
I think you could just keep on a mask.
I don't know. I don't think they're gonna let some random dude in high school.
What's the rules in the schools, by the way? Do you know?
I don't know.
Like with this mask situation, the kids have to wear the mask all the time.
I think so. I think they have to keep the mask. Maybe when they send their desk, they have to take it off, and then because you can't have it all day, you're gonna fucking faint. But
that's insanity, though. Still,
all of it is insane.
What's to stop a kid? Like, okay, when you're walking the hallway, you have to wear it, right, in case you get another kid sick.
Yeah.
But what's the chances of, like, let's say you have a class, like in high school, right? You have a class, you're sick. One of the kids is sick. You go, and then you take off your mask, get another kid sick in that class,
and then he gets another
class with another kid.
That's what happens.
Like you don't know that. So what difference is it fucking making?
Well, they're trying again. You're arguing the wrong point. They're not saying it's foolproof. They're saying, look, kids have to go to school. Like we have to continue society, but at the same time, we have to try whatever the fuck we can to slow down or stop the spread. Whatever we can, we'll try. We're not saying it's perfect, but we'll try because we don't want to fuck up. We don't want the kid to go back home and kill his grandmother. That's what they're thinking. Now, do I think it's the best? Do I think it'll work? Is that no? I don't know. I'm not a scientist, so don't fucking ask me. I'm not a medical expert. You don't come here for that kind of shit. I don't know it. I hope it works. I hope people don't die anymore. I hope this thing becomes a thing of the past soon. We figure something out, but I can't argue with what they're doing because I don't have a better plan.
But also, maybe that kid's grandmother should check herself before she wrecks herself.
Yeah. Oh, we got Nightwave Radio. And by the way, since Nightwave is here,
that was a shitty joke, by the way.
I hope for those of you who haven't heard me mention it, fucking a lot of times, head over to Mersh's fucking channel on Nightwave. Subscribe to that shit because fucking him, and when he's doing the goddamn, because I watch their daily ROTC shows as much as I can. Those guys are the kind of guys I told you we need more of on YouTube. Fucking Nightwave Radio, fucking Revenge of the Sith. That's the kind of channels that I want to see more of on fucking YouTube. Instead of these goddamn pussies. You know what I mean? We need people who aren't scared to fucking be funny. They put the funny first and they give their fucking opinions. We need real people like that. Actual human fucking beings doing this shit. because I'm tired of this fucking nonsense of, let me toe the line and not give my real opinion. Fuck that shit, bro. You need guys like Mersh. That's what you fucking need. I'm tired of this pussy shit, and I'm tired of this whole fucking team shit. These guys never do the team stuff. Never do the team stuff. They don't fucking agree with you, they're gonna say it. You know, like, no, I agree with this, I don't agree with this. None of this fucking pussy team shit. So we need more of that. So subscribe if you guys haven't already. Fucking Nightwave Radio. Just click on the link right there because he's in the chat. Fucking go to his channel. Don't fuck around. So yeah, Silver and Gold, what are you saying? 9,000 people in the USA died from COVID-19 without underlying morbidities. Still, that's not a lot compared to what the fuck they were telling us.
Yeah.
9,000 were it's what you were talking about, that fucking, what is that, 1% or the 5% that were the WHO say that they were actually just dead from COVID?
6% of the COVID deaths are actually were caused directly by COVID, even if people had underlying conditions.
Yeah, fuck. I don't know. I'm not saying that shit's not happening. It's just Florida, at least, you know what I mean? People like talk shit about Florida, but Florida, at least, they were like, well, you know, we tried it a bit, and then we're like, fuck it. Like, people got to work. We're not going to stop them. You know, and shit's still happening over there. And is it a fucking crazy time in Florida? Are people dying in the streets?
No.
Look at fucking Sweden. Yeah. Another thing, how come Sweden, whenever you want, you follow Sweden? You're like, Sweden, that fucking little girl, she said stop the pollution, we're with her, they're always right. Sweden's like, yeah, this mask thing is not going to happen. We're not closing anything down. Oh, okay, Sweden's wrong now. Well, I don't understand. Why don't you follow Sweden again?
Because it doesn't fit their
narrative. Your narrative, yeah. But weren't they ahead of everyone? Weren't they, right? They're like, oh, these guys know what they're talking about. Except when they go against the World Health Organization. Then they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But they're fine. They're about to hit herd immunity.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's the way to go. Again, I'm not a goddamn scientist, homies.
But also, let's be honest. Their population is usually a lot more healthier.
The Swedes?
Yeah.
I never heard about it. I don't know about that. Is that true?
In Europe in general, from what I've read online, is they have a much more healthier culture.
The Swedes?
In general, Europe in general.
Yeah, I mean...
Than North America. Like, even though they do have fast food chains, like, you know how it is.
Oh,
like
you're talking about the way they eat and shit like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's smaller too. There's farms, they eat different. But I'm saying, I'm just talking about just the whole COVID-19 nonsense.
Yeah. Like, their older people are healthier. Like, my grandmother, she's 80-something in Greece. Woman's a machine.
She's healthy because she's far away from you. That's what's happening. Mentally, she's fucking... Yeah. She's like, I don't have to deal with this fucking monkey. I'm fine.
No, but like, bro, I saw her run. She's 80-something. She runs, bro. Fast. Like, it's scary, bro.
Away from migrant rapists.
No, like,
you'll never get me, Hassan.
she has crazy strength, eh? Like, she'll throw over 2 bags of potatoes over her shoulder, grab the third bag of potatoes with the third one, run up the stairs.
Yeah, I noticed that too in Crete. Like, they're fucking... Oddly strong, yeah. Old men and old women, they're...
But
you know why? I guess because they have to work their whole lives. They're doing shit.
Well, she's been working in the fields for her whole life.
Yeah. So they just develop muscles.
Yeah. It's just like, this is nothing.
They're all good at opening jars.
Yeah.
You ever notice that shit? Yeah. Old ladies in Greece.
Oh, my grandmother's the one that taught me how to cut a chicken's head off.
Yeah, that's what they all do.
And defeather it.
I never told you. You know that I stole a chicken once in Greece?
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I stole... This is fucked up. Because we were having dinner at my sister's house, and one of the guys that was coming, he's like, they were making pork. He's like, I only eat chicken now. He was being a dick. He's like, fuck, we don't have chickens. And then I'm like, so what do we do? Can we go buy a chicken? No, you're not going to buy a chicken. It's crazy. You got to get a chicken and kill it, this and that. I was like, well, I'm not. Where are we going to find a chicken? And then they were telling me, well, your grandmother's neighbors, they have chickens. There's a coop there, but chickens are very hard to catch. And
they are very hard to catch.
They're full, bro. You're telling me, bro, you know how filthy.
I was 10 years old, bro.
You know how filthy I was, bro. But what they did is they went, I go, you go ask questions to those gypsies. I kept referring to the neighbors as gypsies. So he went up and was asking questions, and I was chasing the chickens, and you can hear the chickens scream, just going crazy. There's a fucking fat guy kid in there. This was in like 2004, 2003.
Fuck, that's when I had went down too.
I stole a chicken, I threw it in the back of the car. In the back of the car, we bring it back, and then I didn't think far ahead. I didn't think that now they're gonna have to kill it. So the guy, he's holding it like this, and he's like, "You want to cut its head off?" I was like, I'm not gonna, why would I cut the chicken's head off? And then as I'm saying it, he realized, like, God, this guy's a pussy from fucking Canada. He's not gonna cut his head. Yeah. While I'm talking, he puts it down. Boom. Yeah.
You did that?
No, he did, bro.
Oh, shit.
I didn't have it in me. Same thing with the sheep. When they were slaughtering the sheep, I didn't have it in me. I felt bad because they all started crying.
So that means I was a little psychopath.
Oh, you're like, fuck, I'll cut this chicken's head off.
No. Here's what happened with me. First of all, I had to catch the chicken also, but my grandmother had a coop.
The end of that story, the reason why I was pissed off is because then I felt bad. I was like, oh, I stole the chicken. They murdered it. You know, fuck. The guy who came didn't want to eat.
Oh, what an asshole.
The guy who came and asked for the chicken.
What a fucking
Yeah, and I remember
asshole.
I was like, what the fuck can we beat him up? You can't beat him up. He's family. I remember that. I was like, what is
a
this?
fucking asshole. Oh my God.
I was an accessory to a goddamn chicken murder, and this son of a bitch isn't eating. I caused the scene, yeah.
I remember when I was 10.
But they all thought I was a pussy.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a big deal. We kill chickens all the time. Why is this guy making a big deal out of it? But I was a kid, bro, from here. Like,
Yeah, no, I get you. But then that means I was a little psychopath because I had to catch it. So I finally ended up catching the chicken. Mm-hmm. And my grandmother sets it on the table. She had a coop. It wasn't too far. Sets it on the table. She's holding it for me. And she's like, go chop its head off. I'm like, this is what you have to do? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, are you sure? Isn't she going to move out of the way? Like, I was worried I would miss, right?
yeah.
And she goes, no, chickens are dumb. She goes, I go, what do you mean? She goes, they're dumb. So as they see the knife coming down, they're going to actually extend their necks. So it's actually easier for you to chop their heads off. Apparently, this is what she was telling me.
I mean, only once I saw it in front of me was that time.
Yeah.
The rest I would
But
avoid.
because they think they're getting away. So I was like, oh, really? She's like, yeah, look.
Or if the head moves, they're like ostriches, where it's like if I can't see you, you can't see me, type of thing.
No, they're extending their head, so they think they're running away, even though they're being held down.
Yeah.
That's why when you cut the head off of a chicken, they run for 7 seconds.
They
after.
keep running. Yeah.
So I just go, really? And she's like, yeah, watch. I go, huh? And then the chicken extends its neck, and I go, Khlaka! And I cut off its head, and then it just started running all over the place. And both my little brothers were crying. They were
Hey, it's
terrified.
fucking weird. It's fucking scary.
So
yeah.
I was there. I was like, what the fuck? This is weird. You know, like I was still freaked out, but I wasn't like scared. You know.
And then you turn to your grandma. You're like, so, do I fuck it first? Or it's like, oh no, this fucking kid.
But then my grandmother, she's like, okay, now you have to defeather it.
Oh, all that shit's annoying. Same thing with every animal. Like when they have to, because they get rid of the layer of, let's say, like the what's called the coat for the sheep, and then the inside lining, the skin when they do that, and all that shit's. Then the insides they have to clean because it shits. They have all that.
Yeah, but then I didn't want to do that because I was disgusted. Actually,
yeah, that is too much. Yeah. It's too much if you haven't done it.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
You could learn to do anything.
And then I remember being on the kitchen table. I'm eating my grandfather, my mother, my brothers, my uncle, everyone, my grandmother.
Yeah.
And my grandfather being like old school, he's like, looking at me, he's like, huh?
Hey, you like that?
Is it good? Oh yeah, it's good. He goes, you killed that. I was like, oh, cool. I just kept eating.
He's like this. Now tomorrow we do the same thing, but to Albanian trespassers. You will come with me in the bushes. We will walk. What if they're not trespassing? We'll say they were.
But my grandfather was he's still alive, but he was like in his younger days, he was a tough cookie too.
That generation, all those older, because you know why it was different then. Also, they had, a lot of people, like there was people who grew up right after the Second World War in Greece when they had to deal with the fucking Nazis, all that shit. Then the Civil War, they're hardened. Do you know what I mean? They've seen shit. Brother killing brother,
Yeah.
So them killing a chicken, they're like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm not even thinking about this chicken.
Yeah.
I saw my cousin kill his brother for liking a different political party. Like I'm not worried about the goddamn chicken.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, whole different world.
He was a tough bastard. He used to catch snakes in the bushes, like because he had farms.
Yeah,
he had a lot. Like he still has them, but now it's my uncle that's running them. Huge. How we say it, stramata.
Yeah,
like acres. Sorry.
Yeah. Did I tell you why? Cause my mom has a phobia of snakes, like uncontrollable.
Really?
If they're on TV on the screen, she freaks out. She can't watch.
Really?
Yeah, that much. And do you know where it all stems from? This thing that happened when she was a kid. This is so fucking weird. So they had found a fucking snake and a half, bro. Like the way they describe it is like a monstrous snake, right? And the motherfucker wouldn't, like they beat the shit, it wouldn't die, right?
Fuck.
Yeah. So they beat it to the point where it had stopped. They put it in, it was in a ditch, okay? For like 3-4 days. Like, all right, this thing's probably dead now. It wasn't moving. Beat it again. They had hung it. It was hung, a giant snake, bro. Giant snake was hanging. Wasn't moving. Threw it back down. They were going to bury it. And like, let's burn it first. So when they put the gasoline, whatever the fuck it was on it, the thing started to move around. Scared the shit out of her. Because in her head, she's like, was this thing pretending to be dead?
Yeah. That's
what she thought, but probably not. The thing was probably knocked unconscious, and then it was just waking up after a while, because they beat the shit out of it, you know?
Yeah.
But in her head, as a kid, she's like, wait, what is happening? I saw this thing just hanging, not moving. It was there for fucking 2 days, like just outside, and now it's fucking moving, So for her, it fucked with her head since then. It scares the shit out of her snakes, yeah. But apparently it was like a big motherfucker, and they have there in her village, I remember we see a lot of little snakes.
Yeah.
But I saw a little snake once that scared my aunt because it was coming out of like
I had seen a lot.
I guess haste, that, you know what I mean? But it didn't. When I saw it, it didn't really scare me. it was weird because we don't have snakes here, so it was a little weird. But snakes didn't really fucking scare me. I saw a turtle upside down. That scared me. The first time I saw it. Yeah, it was weird because it was like stuck and it was weird. I was like, how did a turtle get here? In my head, because I was a kid, I didn't think there was turtles up there. Like I thought turtles are either in the ocean or in sewers with rats. You know, I didn't.
You know what scared me once? Yeah. There was a bee or a wasp or some kind of flying bug.
Yeah.
No lie, bro. No lie.
Huge. Yeah. I've seen in Greece.
Bro.
Okay, so here's my thing. Is it only some of them? Is only some of them that get that size? Because I would see, I know what you're talking about, but I would see the same bugs, smaller size.
Yeah.
So I'm like, is it just some of them? I don't understand how the fuck because they would get to the point where it looks like a cartoon.
Well,
you're like, what is happening?
You know what I think it is? I think it's some of them within that type of bug, like a bee. Let's say a bee, right?
It looks like
they become kind of like
hornety shit. It looks goblin, yeah.
But they become kind of like the alpha. And they can eat so much, or like they become unkillable, kind of way, and they grow.
But
technically, bugs cannot stop growing. I think there's a theory about this.
I have no clue. All I know is that it's fucking creepy to look at. But I have to admit, I've never been like they follow and you get in the house, you get scared, they're giant, you try to kill them, or whatever. Yeah. But I had never been bitten by that shit, and I've never seen or heard of anyone get bit. So I don't even know if they attack anyone. Like I don't even know if our fear is rational.
Yeah, well, I've been stung by a bee. It's not
but I mean the giant ones, like the ones there, like they would scare the shit out of me. But I've never in Greece, I was like, oh, but no one was panicking.
But this was also way too slow moving. It was flying very slowly. Like I swatted it out of the air. I had a hooligan batter. Sorry, my throat's all fucking.
Yeah, the soccer hooligan thing.
Yeah, I had a hooligan bat and I
Okay, another thing, man, with the soccer. So yeah, I like the soccer. I'm watching the fucking soccer. This whole fucking same thing with football. Football in the States right now. Like again, the rules are made up. You can have fans, you can't have fans. You can have 30 fans, you can't have 50 fans. You can have, and then the Browns fans, no fans, are still fucking scrapping it in the stands, which is fucking hilarious. Where's the line? That's what I'm saying. These fucking lines are made up. What's the difference between 10 and 15 fans? I mean, the difference in terms of spreading the virus.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
So if it's that easily spread, that if there are 15 fans and all 15 are going to get it, but if it's 10, only 10 are going to get it. Well, if only 10 are going to get it, that means that it's for sure you're giving it away. Then they're going to spread it anyways later. So is it super infectious or is it not?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Like it's fucking...
Oh, by the way, I wanted to say something. Sorry.
Yeah.
I cut you off. I know where I get that Rico suaveness from.
You don't have any suaveness.
Well, you know what I mean. Where
your
I
attempts.
think I do.
Your Pepe Le Pew.
My attempts, yes. I know where I get it from. Because I've noticed no other family member is like that except for one.
Your grandfather.
My grandfather.
Yeah.
I've been dressed like him. He had a thing with roses. Something as small.
Yeah, you were telling me.
I love roses on clothes.
Yeah.
And he used to love roses on clothes also.
You were both homosexuals.
Oh, no, apparently he was a big ladies man.
He was a big lady. Man.
No, but he was very popular with the ladies back in the days. Yeah. So apparently that's where I get that from. It's just he got to hone that skill, and mine has turned retarded.
Yeah. He was like, "Hey, babe, what's that smell? What kind of perfume is that?" And you're like, "You smell good."
Yeah, like apparently he was like,
You did that yesterday. You said, your hair is so nice. Well, you made me so uncomfortable.
Well, bro, okay, hold on. I was also high as balls, bro.
Yeah. We've established that.
You know?
But it's just, it was weird.
I know. Thinking about it weirds me out.
No. Where are you going? Let me touch you. I like touching you. I was like, don't say that.
Stop it.
Don't say, I have videos of this. Just in case you ever try to lie.
Stop.
Oh my God. So as timing was, Mike Ward just checked out the last video I sent him, which is me walking in and, well, I can't say that now because it's going to be on the show. And he's freaking out laughing. Mike's losing his shit. He's like, Jesus Christ.
But seriously though?
Yeah.
I had fun. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. She did too. She said she had a good time.
How do we say this? It unclogged a lot of stuff in me.
Oh, I bet it did.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I had a lot of knots here.
Yeah, you were very anxious. Yeah, you said a lot of shit you shouldn't have said. You said stuff that you admitted to things that no one was questioning you about, which made me die of laughter.
I know, but
because Poseidon kept he was so high, he kept trying to unburden his chest by saying things like, "Oh, I've kept this a secret. I want to let you know," but things that don't matter or no one asked him and nobody cared. So he just kept blurting, "I want you to know that this, and this," and I was like, What the fuck are you? Nobody asked you about that. But I had to get it off my chest. What the fuck? Don't tell that to anyone. Don't.
Yeah, obviously not.
Yeah.
But like it's you know. It's
No. I'm not mad at you for doing it. I'm just saying like that's how high you were. You were trying to unburden your chest with stuff that should have never burdened your chest. Is what I'm saying in the first place.
Yeah, I'm a little too hard on myself, man. That's what I noticed yesterday.
Yeah, you're a little goofy.
Why am I so hard on myself? You know what I mean?
You should have stopped that hard. That's the issue.
Stopped what?
Why am I so hard? Just a goddamn live stream. So again, for those of you who don't know, we're killing some time here. 7 o'clock, I will be at the Bordel telling jokes with Mike. 8 o'clock, I'll be at the Comedy Nest telling jokes. I don't believe in any of this quarantine, apparently. I'm just walking around. I'll be back at the Bordel later for 2 Drink Minimum live at 10 p.m. It will also be live on the YouTube. So enjoy it on YouTube. And then it goes private. You could catch it on Wednesdays up on YouTube and everywhere you get your podcast. So if you don't have tickets for tonight's shows, I don't know which one of the shows are still tickets available, but I'm pretty sure if you try, you can succeed and get yourself some tickets. Obviously, every show that I'm talking about tonight for every different club, they are all limited capacity seating due to the rules and regulations of the government here. Because everybody knows,
Nazis.
Yeah, COVID gets very angry when it sees a room full of people, and it'll start infecting all of them. But if there's a room with half that capacity, COVID's like, that's cool, guys. I will not infect you. So these rules make perfect sense. Because your parents were abusive, she says. Maybe that's why.
You think so?
That's what she says. Yeah, that's
Maybe
why.
Psychologically abusive.
Yeah, obviously. I want to know more about the, what is it? The big ring Poseidon is trying to show off. Oh, he always wears that ring.
I'm not trying to show it off.
Yeah, he always has that ring.
I always wear it. I like it. It's nice.
Yeah, and I never knew, I didn't know the story about that ring until yesterday where he got super high and just told us the story of how he got that ring, and no one asked him. He's like, I thought you guys should know.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, because I told you, like, why are you telling me this? I don't care how you got your ring. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And you're like, I thought you guys should know.
Really?
Like it's like
what the fuck?
Like, bro? It's something that was bothering us inside. We're like, wow, where did he purchase this ring?
It never. What the fuck? That was so weird. Why did I do that?
The weirdest thing is just how you were treating the girl. You're like, come here, let's dance. She's like, no, I don't want to dance. No, nothing sexual. Just let me hug you.
Oh no!
It was so fucking awkward. I can't wait to talk about 2 Drink Minimum. 10 p.m., guys. If you're not doing anything, get on the YouTube. By the way, I was, I didn't realize that they were upset about us changing the dates and the time. And a lot of people complain about 10 p.m. They were saying it's too late. It's too late for me to stay up. Tomorrow's a school night or whatever, a work day. We really didn't have a choice. We're trying to figure things out. We want to be live at the club. We want to also live stream. You know what I mean? So if you can't catch it live, it's not a problem. Just catch it later when it comes out on Wednesdays. You know, we're not... but last week, there was about 3,000 people watching live. So a lot of yous are still watching it live. So, yeah. So don't worry. There's still people. If you can't, you just wait till Wednesday. Yeah. And they'll get that shit checked out. And that's why we make it private, just so that you enjoy it live, and then everybody gets it on Wednesday at the same time. Yeah. Anyways. So what do you think? 10 p.m. tomorrow or today? Gapes, it's today. We had to switch it because tomorrow Mike is having a big guest at Suzukud. It's I guess the most famous, the most important comedian is an older gentleman in Quebec comedy. You know, he's like their Carlin, and the plan was like, what if it's a good conversation, and we have to stop that to shoot 2 Drink Minimum. You know, so it's totally better for fucking, you know.
Yeah, I get
just
it.
leave it free. It starts at 7 and then they could go on whenever they want.
Yeah, I get
Which
it.
makes perfect sense. I'm with him on that. I said, switch us to Sunday. Let's just do Sunday so that you don't have in the back of your head like, oh, fuck, I want him to wrap it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why we're doing it. I don't know if it's going to continue. I think we're going to go back to Mondays probably. Yo, Pantelis, what time is the episode dropping tomorrow? It should come out around noon. I still have to set everything up. I've been so busy running around with, chaperoning him, doing these fucking shows. I've been too busy. So I'm going to have to do it in the middle of the night or tomorrow morning, set everything up. I still have some jokes that I got to send out that I got to write some scripts and shit. So I got a lot of work to do. So that's why I'm saying the day's been long. I haven't been sleeping and I've been running around, and today I got to do, shows back and forth. So it's been crazy. I'm a goddamn rebel. So if they shut shit down, guys, I have a plan. I built this new fucking studio. If they do shut shit down again, we're going to do 2 Drink Minimum. I'm going to tell Mike to do it from here instead of Skype. Because we did those Skype episodes in the beginning of quarantine, right? Fuck that shit. They're not as good. You need to be in the same room.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell him to be coming here because he has the space here. So that's what I'm going to do. If you're gonna come, if he wants to come down the city, what are you gonna say?
I just remembered something I said and I cringed so
I want to
hard.
hear it. If it's lodged in your skull, this might be good.
Oh no.
Because I have a video of you saying something that you clearly forgot you said, and it's very cringy. And I'll show it to you when we're done.
Is it something like I'm pointing at something?
Oh, you're pointing at something. You're touching something. Don't worry, I got this. But what are you gonna say? What's in your head? What's making you cringe?
That's what it is.
When you were telling her what you're gonna do, what that tongue do?
Oh no!
I
said that.
I have you on video describing where you're gonna put your tongue.
No.
Yeah. And for the record, it's mostly mostly assholes where you wanted to put your. Just so we're on the same page.
Oh my god, I'm so fuck. I'm a goddamn gentleman. I don't do shit like this.
I have video to prove otherwise.
Well, it wasn't me. It was my
The influence of the narcotics.
yes. God damn.
Yeah, it was rough, bro. It was rough. It was more rough for me. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh no, it's rough
because I was completely sober. Watch this. I'm like, oh, this is
Even
awkward.
though I have fun, I'm cringing at myself because I never do shit like that.
Well, I have many videos that
I never do shit like that. Oh fuck.
Yeah, it was awkward.
I'm getting snippets.
Yeah, he's getting red, guys. He's getting red in the chat because just think about if you were in his shoes right now. You just said the weirdest, non-smooth things to a chick all night, and you became that creepy person at a party. And there's video of it. You're starting to remember it. You know it's true.
Because the worst part is I'm not like that.
Yeah, well,
in general.
Yeah, you don't normally. Yeah, it was very weird the way you were acting.
Yeah, like all my.
The way you were trying to dance.
Like all my sexuality just came out.
Oh, by the way, you
All
kept yelling about the music. I forgot to tell you this. So you're like, put the music up. And then she's like, no, not too loud. I'm talking. I'm having a conversation, whatever. You're like, oh. And then you would just, I guess, get upset. But you would show it like a little kid that got upset. You'd change it. You'd be like, please, I fucking put the music, please. And you would make a face. And I was like, oh, fuck, he's got to stop doing that. And then she'd be like, okay, I'll put it up again. And then she'd put it up. And then it wasn't enough for you. So you do this. You're like this. And you would say things like, what were you saying? Oh, this vibes. Yeah, I'm vibing. And then you'd be like this. You would whisper and go loud. You'd be like, look, this was you. You have to see this. This was you. Look at it. You'd be like, hey, please, put it up. Put it, please. It was so fucking weird, bro. So fucking weird. Yeah, tonight's episode of 2 Drink Minimum, 10 p.m. You're gonna hear all those stories. And goddamn, dude, it was rough. Yeah. And she's gonna be there to watch. So if you try to fuck around, she will corroborate.
I'm cringing at myself.
I had to watch this live. I felt like it was a nature documentary. I was filming it. You know what I mean? Like I was watching animals in their habitat.
God damn.
I was watching your mating call.
My wild side.
At one point, because you went to the bathroom a lot, but the funniest time that you went to the bathroom was you were like this, you were shaking, you were dancing, you're like, I'm vibing. I could roll. Man, I could roll my cigarettes. Fuck, I'm taking a piss. And you just left it with the bath. I could roll. I'm taking a piss. And then he just ran off. I was like, Jesus Christ, this guy's fucked. This guy's out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to do that again. Because that's not me.
Well, it's someone that...
I'm contained, around people. I never...
You were a goddamn animal.
Yeah.
I feel so good. Goddamn, life's amazing. I feel good. And for some reason you kept doing this. And continue. You kept touching your chest like this. And then whatever you would do, you would touch your chest first. You go like this. I thought you were rubbing your nipples.
I would touch my arms.
Yeah, well, you were touching everything. At one point I saw you walking across the counter just touching. You're like, this feels amazing.
Well, everything did feel amazing, by the way. Even the hairs on my arm. Sometimes at some point I was doing this. I was just going.
You know, at one point you were yelling. You're like, when I go to the swingers club, I'm going to fuck everyone's wife. That's what you were yelling. I'm a bull. You also yelled, I'm a bull a lot. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I was stressed. When I left to go do my gig, I was stressed that I would come back to a crime scene. because you were twice her size.
No, nothing.
You
ever
weren't
like
acting
that.
yourself. That's why I was nervous.
I'm not a.
Violent?
The only time I will ever get violent with anyone is
As if she says no.
no, is if
I don't accept that kind of an answer.
is if the person attacks me first. If I get attacked.
Imagine you felt attacked.
No,
No, I'm just saying, imagine you had felt attacked yesterday. Like, oh, you would have overreacted.
It takes a lot for me to feel attacked.
Yeah, but that wasn't you. You said that wasn't you.
That's true. Fuck.
Because you panicked a lot. Like when you first saw me filming, your reaction's priceless. You're like, why are you doing this to me?
No!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough, yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely not me. That was definitely because when usually when you start filming me,
Yeah.
I'll pull off one. You know,
You did that a lot too. After a while, you said, this is, oh fuck, I have this on the camera. This is amazing. At one point, I guess you realized that I'm going to be filming. Whether you like it or not, there's going to be filming this. So then you go like this. You know what? Who gives a fuck, bro? In 100 years, I'll be dead. And I was like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Yeah, you're embarrassed, huh? It was fun though. But yeah, you had when you yelled in 100 years I'll be dead. I was like, well, you're not wrong, but I don't know why that applies here.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't me.
Well, that was somebody, Poseidon.
Yeah, that was Hades, bro. I don't know.
What part of the night do you
Zeus.
really remember?
Oh, you know which part I remember.
Oh no, I'm saying any part that you can talk about now and not on 2 drink minimum.
Oh no, it has to be safe for 2 drink.
Oh, okay.
You know which part.
Did you see this, guys? Oh, tell me, David, what happened? What is Dennis saying? Can't wait to see Poseidon turn red on 2DM. Oh shit, yo, Poseidon, I guarantee he's gonna turn red on 2DM. Yeah, it's rough.
Why do I agree to these things?
You're a team player.
I am.
You're. I mean, what do you mean
I'm also
agree to these
retarded.
things?
What do you mean? Why do I? Well, I had fun. The worst part is I had fun. Like I legit in my head, I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, you had fun. I'm just saying.
You know?
I'm not trying to ruin the night. I mean, you had a good time.
Yeah.
You didn't break anything.
No.
I had to clean up.
I was super respectful. I cleaned up too.
No, you didn't. I had to clean up, and then you kept saying, "I'll clean up. Let me finish this. I'll clean up." And then I was just cleaning up, and at the end, you're like, "Where'd that pizza box go?" I'm like, "I already got rid of it, bro. Like, you're not doing anything." You're like, "Oh fuck, thank you for." Yeah, because I felt bad because like, Jesus Christ, you trashed your place. Because when I left, it wasn't like that. When I got back, it destroyed everything.
No.
Yeah. It was a completely different. Yeah, because you just oil it. Anyways, I'll save it for the 2 drink minimum. But it was
You know what I remember? A weird experience. This I could talk about. The weirdest thing for me was. So there were certain images.
What do you mean in your head?
No, that I could see.
Images? What do you mean?
Pictures.
Oh yeah, those pictures of asses. Yeah.
It was weird. For some reason, everything else, whenever I would look around, my vision would it would look like a glitch. So let's say I'm staring at you right now.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm staring at you. It's clear, but then sometimes you do this, like a glitch, like a glitch in the Matrix.
Yo, oh goddamn! I'm breaking out of the Matrix.
No, like a glitch in the Matrix type of shit, But when I focused on specific pictures, there was no glitch. It was like
when you were looking at photos of butts, you were fine.
It was like enhanced. Like I could see everything.
Well, there's nothing else to see. It was just asses.
No, but like I was intrigued by it. Like in my vision wouldn't do that weird glitch. You know what I mean?
I have a funny. I can't say it now. I'll save it for 2 drink minimum. But tonight there's a funny butthole related line. Since you guys talking about buttholes, it's gonna go down in history as one of the funniest and most awkward Poseidon butt related things ever. To the point where he is pink right now, thinking about it because you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, he's losing shit. By the way, this was just the exhibition. This was just a trial run to see if she's capable of chaperoning him for Swingfest 2020. So imagine when all this goes down for the legit experience. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be interesting.
Oh, it's going to be something.
I'm actually curious.
I'm nervous is what I am.
No, I'm not nervous.
No?
Nah. I was, but I'm not nervous anymore. I'm actually excited.
All right, well, let's see. Love me some buttholes, Jofo says. Yo, but what part of that is making squeaking noises? Is it the top part?
I think it's this part.
Is that?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get some WD-40. We'll grease it.
Yeah, because that part you can't unloosen it, right? And you know, like
No, you're not unloosening it. Normally, when that happens in hinges, they say that you grease it. I have yet to grease anything.
You know what they say? The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
That's what they say, huh? You want a beating? Is that what you're trying to do right now? What's Stoner saying? All that for only $180. Well, it's his fault. If you remember, Poseidon does not know how to negotiate. We started at 800.
Well, because I didn't
and
know.
he said no, and we went backwards to 6. And then he finally agreed to say yes, only at 180, because he doesn't know how to negotiate.
Well, because I didn't know what I was walking into.
It's so funny though. That's actually the funniest part of this is the negotiating skills of Poseidon.
Well, because I didn't know what I was walking into.
Would you do it for $800? No. What about 600? No. 5? No. 3?
No, because then I felt
250? No. What about 180? Okay.
Because then I felt the pressure, right? It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
You know?
It was too late by then.
Yeah.
You had already, did you feel bad? You're like, I should have just said yes?
Yeah. Looking back now, I should have been like, fuck it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I've noticed something about me. As soon as somebody puts me in a situation that I haven't experienced before in my life, even once, I panic. Because it's unknown to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is apparently is like a lot of people are like that.
Yeah, that's normal. It's an unknown situation. They just don't panic. Like other people, they get weary. You go, ah, there's a big difference.
Yeah.
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 What's the matter?
I'm just cringing, bro. I'm getting snippets as we're talking.
Oh, you're remembering what you did? This is kind of like what Jofo was saying. This is kind of like Memento, right? This is like a remake of Memento. It's Retardo. It's a new film. It's backwards. It's left, right, upside down. It's anything. It's a weird film that we're making. So Silver and Gold is like, did you sign? Because those are the words he capitalized. Anything Poseidon. Did you sign anything Poseidon?
No.
He's trying to tell you to go back to the negotiating table.
Oh.
Yeah. 2 amazing jokes today. Oh, Gapes is dropping the jokes. What do you say there?
Wait, guys, until 2 drink.
This is Poseidon version of Tenet. Oh yeah, wait till you hear what he did.
Wait till you hear 2 drink. Because the thing is, I know it's hilarious.
By the way, I felt old last night.
Yeah?
I swear to God, I was like, I'm too old for this.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, this is Howard Stern young shit. This isn't like, I don't want like.
Well, how old are you?
No, I mean, I said I felt. I didn't say I'm physic. I was like, I can't babysit this. This is absurd. Like, I'm a goddamn adult. I got shit to do, you know? I want to write. I got to work. I got to do my sets. Like, I can't focus on babysitting a horny bear.
Oh my God. Another snippet.
Oh, no. What did you... Oh, no. What popped in your head? What popped in your head there, bull?
I'm going to give you a hint.
Okay.
Look at me.
Oh, yeah, when you took your shirt off. Yeah. That I'm going to talk about that, too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was a night. It was a goddamn night. We're experiencing something now, people. Look at that face. You go from red to pink. You're almost purple right now. Holy shit, Poseidon.
Goddamn.
You know what? Don't stress it, buddy.
No, I'm not stressed. I'm just embarrassed for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, it's not really embarrassing. It's just...
Don't worry about it.
It's not, you know, wasn't me. Well, like, it was me, but like, with a different skin on.
Look, if people want to know more about this kind of stuff, you're going to go to 2 Drink Minimum tonight. You're going to watch it live at 10 p.m. on YouTube. And if you're in Montreal, you're going to come out because you're not scared of none of these goddamn lockdown rules. You're going to defy the government and come to the club.
Yes, defy the government.
Yeah. I'm also going to be at the Comedy Nest at 8 p.m. I'll be at the Bordel 7, do a set there. I'll do it at the Comedy Nest at 8, and then I'll go back to the Bordel for the 2-drink minimum at 10. So I got a full night ahead of me. You guys can join me. Tell your friends, if they don't already know, to head over to patreon.com/Pantelis. Become part of the Pantelis Nation. Join the Discord. As you can see, UFC live events, you watch them on the Discord with your crew. Watch them there, chat. We have movie nights coming back soon. We release tickets there first so that the patrons get them. It's a good time. Pantelis comedy on fucking Patreon, guys. Patreon.com/Pantelis. And those keychains for yearly members are going out up until the end of September. The Jofo boys came by for the podcast on Friday, and they got 2 limited edition keychains. That's how I fucking roll. We're investing in ourselves here. You can catch Poseidon as the Poseidon69.
Instagram and
Twitter. Doesn't really tweet much, the cocksucker. He retweets a lot. Doesn't really tweet much.
Yeah, I retweet stuff. You know, like they say, if you got nothing good to say, don't say it.
Nobody says that, Poseidon. If you got shit to say, just say it. So head over there and again, check out the Jofo podcast. The boys are cool. They got their stuff going on. And Nightwave Radio. Don't forget that. Fucking merch. Check out ROTC, Revenge of the Cis. They put on a good show. They're good dudes. And they only give a shit about being funny and poignant, giving their opinions. They're not easily swayed, is what I'm saying. So fucking those kind of channels. 2-drink minimum. Mike Ward, Jofo podcast, Nightwave Radio, ROTC, Pantelis Comedy. This is the kind of shit you guys are gonna subscribe to. The rest, a lot of garbage out there. A lot of fucking garbage out there. So check that stuff out. Thank you guys for fucking tuning in live. I know Sundays you might have family stuff to do, but
gatherings.
You spend 2 hours with us, so that's pretty cool. So again, 10 p.m. tonight, 2-drink minimum on the YouTube channel. You come watch us live, patreon.com/Pantelis. Thank you to all the nation members. I'll let you guys know shortly when the next movie night is. Poseidon, any closing statements?
Don't do drugs, kids.
Thank you, guys.